What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, vibed out, feeling amazing, and a little bit all over the place emotionally. You know what I mean?
What's up?
Well,
Do you need a vent?
I do. Can I have a moment? Yesterday was dope, bro. I gotta go, take the fam, obviously go to work, but then go to kick it with the fellas on the sideline, right? Watching the practice, stuff like that. It felt good, bumping shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Having all that good action. But the problem is, I missed Billy Joel's concert last night.
Oh, were you planning on going?
I love Billy Joel, bro. Come on, bro.
Did you just not know about it?
No, I did know about it. It was just, I didn't know we were going to stay as long as we did yesterday.
You had tickets?
I did not have tickets. I was going to buy them on a whim. Yeah. This is what I do. I just pop up, But yeah, but the only reason I didn't, because I had already seen him prior to COVID at PNC. But man, I'm a little bummed that I missed him, dude.
Is this his last tour?
I don't know, but he's at that
Is
age
it Elton?
where
It might be Elton John.
This Elton's last tour.
Okay.
I'm going to see Elton next month. Already got those tickets.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I was a little conflicted. I'm like, dang, man, like I had a blast. The fam had a blast. It was dope seeing what I got to see. Can't wait to talk about some of the things that I saw. But I'm just like, man, it's the piano man. It's the entertainer. A bottle of red, bottle of white. Come on, man. Like, so I'm a little sad. So I'm happy and sad at the same time. So I'm kind of all over the place.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
Understood. That'd be a good concert to go to.
Come on, man. Having an epic concert. You know that.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I haven't been to a concert in forever, but if someone gave me tickets, I would have definitely went.
Man, I would have.
I would have went out of my way though.
I would have brought you with me.
No way.
I would have called you. Yo, Deke,
Last
man, where you
minute
at,
invite.
man? Let's roll.
I appreciate that.
White claws on deck. Let's get it, man. Make sure you bring your space suit. You know what I mean?
You got any good scoops for us
Come
from
on,
yesterday?
man. Come on, man.
Tomlin give you any hints?
Hey, well, I will say this, man. Well, no, Tomlin didn't give me any of those type of hints. No. But I'll tell you what, though, man. Being down there in terms of like ground level and stuff like that, a couple of the dudes, man, that I was even more impressed with, like I said, seeing them on that level, not the bird's eye view and stuff like that, man. Jaylen Warren, bro. Jaylen Warren.
The real deal.
Man, the more I see him, and then it made me like, because watching him yesterday made me want to go back and look at my notes about like what I was talking about him specifically when he was coming out, when we signed him. And I looked at my notes and I was like, okay, Jaylen Warren. Say, kind of reminds me of James Conner, but I was like, good vision and plays very hard. Nice burst and can make defenders miss. Wins more with effort than elite talent. Man, he had this play yesterday. I believe it was like a little screen. Man, he hits it. Nothing crazy, but he has this cutback. I'm talking beautiful, bro. The vision of it. And I'm watching this dude. I'm just like, yo, that is it. And then from there, put that foot in the ground, get north and south, bro. It ended up being, probably would have scored realistically. But it was just crazy seeing. I'm just like, yo, this is the exact thing that we was looking at. This is exactly why we like this dude. And you're just seeing it more and more and more consistently from him. And he's making it interesting, man. Benny's not, but hurry up, man. That's all.
How do you feel about that James Conner comparison now?
I still like it. I just feel like he's a little bit shorter than I would have liked to see him on. Like when I'm watching him on tape initially coming out of Oklahoma State, I thought he was a little bit taller than that. Now he's definitely a little bit more compact.
MGD?
Yeah, he's definitely more compact, but not as thick as MJD. That's the only thing.
How about a combination of him and the muscle hamster?
I thought the muscle hamster. Oh,
Doug Martin.
Doug Martin.
That's
I
not
forgot
bad,
about
huh?
Doug. Okay. But see, those guys to me are like little. He's not that little. Like, man, those dudes look like, at times, I remember playing against like MJD, dude, like he's like 5'5" out there at
Right.
times. You know what I mean?
Martin had to have been taller than MJD, right?
Barely, though, man. Yeah. The
Oh,
muscle
really?
hamster was like a baby too, bro. Yeah, I even think of, what was the cat that was in San Diego before they changed to LA? Oh my goodness. Played at UB.
Baylor.
No. Is it Oliver? Oh man, I can't remember his last name right now. But they had another like little running back like that where it's not Brandon Oliver. Something like that though. He played at University of Buffalo, but he was with he played with the Chargers though. During that time when Anthony Lynn had first came over there and stuff like that. So yeah, it just made me think of him a little bit, man.
Yeah.
But shoot, with that being said, man, we got a lot on the table today.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk some of this training camp stuff. Talk, some players that we think have the most to prove in tomorrow's game. And then after that, we will open up these phone lines to kind of get your thoughts on this upcoming game, man. Some of the things that you guys are looking for as well. So with that being said, man, let us know where you're tuning in from so we can get this show started the way we love to do it, baby. Y'all know this.
Okay, we got this might be is this your burner account?
You talking about?
Moats Daddy
Oh gosh.
from the 501.
Oh gosh.
Searcy, Arkansas. He says we deep.
Shout out to Searcy, Arkansas, though. Have you ever been to Searcy, Arkansas?
I have not.
I wonder what
I've probably
time
been to
zone it's in.
I've probably been to like 10 states total, I'd say.
See, I feel like I've been to a lot of states and a lot of cities, but I don't remember a lot of states and a lot of cities because it was kind of like just passing through.
That's true too.
There for like an event, there for just quick one night, that. So yeah.
I'd say actually give myself a little more props. Probably 15 states.
Okay.
I'll say.
Okay.
DM 4191 says good morning all from 760 Fallbrook, California.
I like that. I like that.
We got some Pennsylvania action here. Terry White Jr. 814 Erie.
Let's go. Erie, PA, home of James Conner.
I'm going to say this, but I saw another super chat that revolves around this topic.
Alright.
It's just funny. It's already started. Donald Copeland saying, I knew we should have got Malik Willis. Come on.
You see what that man looked like last night?
Electric. He
You
did.
see what he looked like last night?
He did. Destin versus the World, 607, upstate New York. And I'll do two more. I'll pass it off to you.
That sounds good to me,
Ethan
man.
Bowl, 605, South Dakota. Lonnie Rowe Entertainment, LLC, 325, San Angelo, Texas.
All right. Let's talk about it then, man. I got Steve Brooks tuning in from Portsmouth, Party Town, P-Town, baby, Pistol City in the house. Aim high, bruh, the 702, Las Vegas. Hey, man, if y'all in Vegas, y'all be careful out there in these streets, man. All right? I know y'all out there getting reckless at times, man. Y'all be safe out there. Anywho, let's see who else we got. Thomas Hendrick, the 843, Conway, South Carolina. And, more importantly, Sim F. Ball Critic, the 717, York, PA. Ooh, and dang, don't tell me the chat just jumped on me. Don't you do that. Here we go. I have always wanted to say this place, but I've never known anybody from this place. Landon, Usili, Hermanman, Utah. I always want to know somebody from Utah. There you go, Landon. You're my friend from Utah now. I don't know how to pronounce that first part. Is that Herman? I don't even know how to say it. But either way, shout out to Utah and shout out to you, Landon. All righty. So with that being said, man, let's hop into these supers and get this thing rolling. Are you looking at my teammate, bro? Come on, man. He did give us a heck of an intro. You want to just go there first before we go to the supers? You want to go there? We got time.
I think I saw some comments bringing them up, so I was like, you know what?
You want to do it?
Why not do an A/B search? Because I know he had made some headlines yesterday.
I'm gonna just look through the chat
post
real
that he
quick.
made on Twitter.
I don't see anybody saying anything about it, so we will just go ahead and we're gonna start right there.
A/B.
Yeah, man. What my dog talk about yesterday? I know he made some headways. And by the way, can I give you the update? I don't think you might have seen it already, but I am back on social media. I did go ahead and break that last night, man. I felt the urge, but then that's when everybody was telling me about what was going on with my dog over here, man.
It's time to log off, you thought?
So I was like, God dang, I come back for a day, Lord, wrong day. Let me get back off this day, man.
Well, there's rumors about this post that he made on Twitter that it was made in the past and it was a fake quote. Okay. Complete fake quote, but I guess he got a hold of the quote.
And he just rolled with it, huh?
And he likes the quote.
He likes it a lot.
He gives it the okay, the thumbs up.
He likes it a lot, man.
He says, my biggest regret in my career doesn't involve calling my GM a cracker or showing up to Raiders camp late in a hot air balloon with frozen feet or throwing rocks at the UPS driver. And it definitely doesn't involve taking my shirt off and doing a victory lap around the Jets Stadium mid-game while throwing up deuces. My biggest regret is that I'll never get to see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Sure, I can watch the game afterwards, but I can't imagine what that was like for you all to see something like that, like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks. Sincerely, Antonio Brown, on his biggest regret.
Love him or hate him, AB is going to be AB, baby. Yes, he is.
I mean, that's a Kanye type of quote right there.
1,000% is it. Has he, because I haven't been on my socials all the way. I'm catching back up. Is him and Kanye still running together? They still locked in step or they got a little distance? What's going on with that, man?
I haven't seen them together recently. I know AB's outperforming, and
Yeah.
he's creating this new dance. It's going viral
What's
a
the
little
dance
bit. You
at?
ain't see it?
Show me the dance.
I'm not doing the dance.
I thought you said it was going viral.
It is.
Can I see it?
No. You can just look
did
it up.
you did the
Look up
gritty
the
before?
AB,
Can you
look
do
up
it?
the AB dance.
Can you show me how the dance look, please?
I'm good.
Just because you're an AB guy, you like his music too. You're an AB music guy specifically.
Not this morning.
You don't want to show me.
You know what? How about if let's do a little scenario for this preseason game. Pickett throws a couple touchdowns or something. I'll come in doing the AB dance.
All right. If Pickett doesn't throw a couple touchdowns, and it was
No
Trubisky,
dance.
can we get some dance then?
Nah, no dance.
It's got to be Kenny for the dance.
I think so.
Fair enough. All right. Let Kenny throw one.
I don't really.
touchdown.
Man,
it's over.
I said a couple.
Two.
I
Two's
don't.
a-
I don't
what's a couple?
really.
It's two a couple?
Yeah, I don't.
Alright.
I don't really want to do the dance though. Should it be? If see, I'm fine with anyone doing good though.
All right, so let's
It's
see.
not
How
like-
can we put it? All right.
I just said Pickett throws a couple touchdowns because I'll be pumped. I'll do the AB dance.
Because I was going to say, if not Pickett, then I was going to say if Akello got an interception or if one of the younger DBs got an interception. Could we do that?
Yeah, but again, you get my point. Like I don't really
Yeah.
want to do the dance. So it's
Yeah.
like, if it's something good that happens, I'm rooting for it. But
If
then in the
Mason
back of my mind, I'm
throws a
like, shit, I got to
touchdown-
do the
if
dance.
Mason throws a
Nah,
touchdown
I want him to do
tomorrow-
good though. You
But
get what I mean?
no, but we're not saying that we don't want him to do good, but he's obviously not the horse that's in it for. That's not your horse in this race. Your horse is Kenny Pickett.
Sure.
My horse is Trubisky. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
I think it is.
You-
I don't know.
You're a Trubisky guy.
I don't know. For real. I just threw
My
it out
buddy
there.
is too.
I'm not really. I just kind of threw it out there. I'm cool with all of them. Like I don't have an issue with any three of them. And then watching them, and
You
we'll
like
talk about
Trubisky
that as
'cause
well.
he's the veteran.
Right. And I always lean a little bit more veteran, but you can see the upside in Kenny, and Kenny will get that opportunity in due time. It's just he's going through that process. It's only a matter of time, but he has to go through that. But with that being said, if
Pickett
it's
2 touchdowns. We'll just
Pickett 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
We doing the dance. All right. Not
Yeah.
we. You doing the dance.
Sure.
Fair enough.
I'll come in.
All right.
I'll do a little Pickett rant.
Okay.
Throw the dance at
Okay.
the end. Yeah.
All right. And what's the song to this? Is this for a whole lot of money? Is this
No. Do you are you messing with me? Do you know?
No, bro. Bro,
It's-
where have I
don't
been?
know what the song is.
I haven't been on. I literally just got back on last night, bro.
I don't know what the song
And I only
is.
got on the post. You know what I mean? So once I post, I was like, all right, I seen Coach T's IG account though. I saw that. I did not want to believe it until I'm down there.
Yeah.
They're like, no, he really has an IG. And
He's
he's
got
like,
some good motivational videos.
he dead serious like, yo, come here, we taking a picture for the IG. That's what he says to us.
Oh, you're on his IG now.
Bro, yes. That's
Nice.
what made me want to get back on. Cause I'm like, yo, Coach T really gonna, you ain't got no IG. And I'm like, sure enough, you got an IG, bro. Yes. And he's tagging folk. It's crazy. It's crazy. Can't make this up, bro. Can't make it up.
See, I don't know what the song is, but it's just a beat, and then I'm guessing it's the hook to the song, and he just says, "Put that shit on," and the beat goes, "Put that shit on." That's the song. But like you do the dance like after you say "Put that shit on."
Is
It's
that
actually
it?
kind of good.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
good like touchdown celebration dance, a good
Okay.
little dance to be doing in front of people and stuff. It's
Okay.
I can see why it went viral.
Could you do it slowly?
I'm not doing it.
Could you just show us, like, what does it consist of? Is it a foot thing? Is it a hand thing? Is it like a hips thing? Like, it's like the gritty? It's like the electric slide. You know what I mean? It's like the icky shuffle.
How about I just pull it up?
Alright.
I'll pull it up real
I don't
quick
want to
for
say
you.
it that way. I want to say it from you. I like it better from you, man.
Wouldn't it be good though
No,
to
no,
see
no.
on
I wanna-
Monday?
I want to see the
you already-
original.
You
I wanna
already
see
have
you
the
first.
comparison.
I want to see you first. Then I want to see like the original, man.
So you're really rooting for those Pickett
I
touchdowns.
am. Kitty, come on, baby. I need it. I am not looking at. I don't want to see the dance until I see it from you, man. I'm waiting.
Okay.
You said, yo, hey, what's the hook? You said, it's picture what on? How it go?
Put that shit on. You know what?
And it
I haven't listened to the whole song, but in terms of hooks, in terms of songs, that might be in the top 2. Might be after a whole lot of money. I gotta listen to the whole
Man,
song.
when you said in the top 2, I thought you meant like all time. I was like, bro, what?
No, his collection.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
he's got a whole lot of money. Number 1. I
He
don't
said,
know if
his
anything's beating that.
collection. His collection.
Yeah, a whole lot of money. Number 1. 2's probably Pitting Out the Palace, but so far,
You said 2 is probably not Pitting Out the
no,
Palace?
it probably is.
I would say it's got to be a whole lot of money in Pitting Out the Palace.
Based off what I've literally probably only heard 10 seconds of this song as it relates to the dance. But I like the hook. I like that. Put that shit on. It's not bad. I gotta listen to the full song though. I mean, it's probably in the top 3. Maybe moves up to 2.
Okay. Out of 3 songs that you listen to?
Uh,
Because that's what it sounded like you just told me you listened to 3 songs total.
there are definitely more songs I've listened to, but have turned off really quick.
All right. Well, shout out to AB.
They didn't deserve
man.
to be remembered by name or recollected at all. Just
For sure.
turned him off, said, you know what? I don't think he's beating a whole lot of money. That's his best work. Pitting at the Palace got a sick music video.
All I know is TG says Pitting at the Palace is an anthem. He swears by it.
It's not bad. It's number
That's what he
2.
told me. He said it's an anthem,
It's number
bro.
2 in his collection.
Because remember, he said he saw him in person when he was performing that song down in the South Side. So, yeah, when I heard that, I'm like, well, man, all right, maybe this means that, this is going to be that banger. This is going to help him take off in that scene. But you said that's not his number 1 hit, though.
I mean, they look at him. He's out there. Where was that at? Rolling Loud or something?
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
big concert event?
Uh-huh. It make it like he was the headliner, huh?
Listen, you see the people out there for it. And I guess there's been no other athlete to do that, though.
I haven't looked into it, bro.
Yeah, you've missed out these last few weeks. This has all been what's going on.
This was good, though, man. This was good.
Okay, Super Chats then.
Let's go, man. Shout out to AB.
AB's quote,
Legendary?
ain't wrong. I mean,
It's legendary, right?
yeah, it's
My
legendary.
man said, yo, I wish I could see myself play live. I could watch it on replay, but it ain't the same. It's like watching the Beatles. Oh, Jesus, Lord.
I just wish.
Hey, yo.
I just wish
Oh, yo.
he could have continued the pace he was
Oh, my
on.
gosh, bro.
Because that would be a little bit more iconic if literally
Yeah.
he was in the Jerry Rice category,
Right,
or
saying
it
that.
literally
Yeah.
became the undisputed number 1 or number
Right.
2 wide receiver of all
That
time.
would go down as a legendary quote if that did play out like that. But
Because Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders, they could say that. It's
no
like,
question. And you will respect the heck out. You'd be like, you're right. Yeah. Brady. If Brady came out and said, man, my biggest regret, it ain't Deflate Gate. It ain't leaving my baby moms for Giselle. It ain't any of this other stuff, man. You know what it is, bro? It's the fact I ain't get to see myself play live. Like, I watch it on replay. I watch NFL films. I watch the highlights, but live, you're like, God dang, bro. Like, that's what it's kind of like watching the Beatles play, Probably like watching Jesus walk the road to Damascus. That's what it was kind of like. Like, God dang, dude, what? Just seems so crazy though, man. Crazy.
he's confident in himself.
He's very confident, man. Like I said,
he loves himself.
hey, man, AB going AB, man. Let him ride, man. I love his confidence. That's the one thing we will always say about
I mean,
AB.
that's 6-7 year stretch. It's up there with
Absolutely,
anyone.
man.
So,
It's
no
up
one can
there.
deny that.
He on field, when he is on that field, that's solidified. That
His
is
career
special.
could have went
That
down
is
as way
special.
more iconic, though.
It should have went down as way more iconic, but life happens, That's a part of life, man. But we'll see. His story still isn't finished yet. Who knows? Maybe he'll get another opportunity somewhere. You never know. Or maybe the thing that you was just saying, the song, maybe that be, it'll blow up or something. You're really like even bigger.
Yeah.
Some, like,
I should
platinum
probably
or
listen to the
something,
full song first.
We ain't crowning it. I thought you was crowning it, man.
It's in his top 3 of his catalog.
No,
at least.
just leave it as it's in his top 3. Just say it's top 3.
Top 3.
Just top 3. Don't even say his catalog. Just it's top 3.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I can't do that.
Why?
Not top 3 songs of all time. I
Just
mean, you
don't-
want to talk about the
But
Beatles?
don't
They got some good
specify.
songs.
Don't specify. Just say it's top 3. It's top 3.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Not
It's
in good
AB.
faith.
It's AB. You heard 10 seconds of it. You know how AB work. He don't need much. Come on, man. It's AB.
He's hit or miss with the songs.
Hit or miss with this. I think he got a good batting percentage right now, man. His catalog was only like 10 songs, right?
Total?
15 songs, baby.
I'm not sure.
And if he got 3, you saying bangers, then there you go, man.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, most people, man, you think they put an album out, 30 songs, only 2 songs hit. That ain't bad.
True.
It's way better math right here, man. All right, let's keep these supers going, though. Stay on schedule today.
All right. We got official momentum. I think this is the first one, right? Thank God it's Friday. Moats and
Yes.
Deke. Happy Friday, legends. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, baby. You know what they say, man. It's going to be a good day today.
Official momentum says Deshaun suspended 8 games and $5 million.
Yeah,
I don't think that's confirmed yet, but
No,
there's rumors about it.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, Deshaun recently, because they're trying to make a settlement now, reached out, or somebody from his party communicated to media and apparently to the NFL's parties that he would be willing to accept an 8-game suspension and pay a $5 million fine, because right now, as it currently sits, he only has to do a 6-game suspension and have a $0 fine. Obviously, we know the NFL is trying to, or they're in the process of rehearing the ruling that was made from their first judge they appointed for to see Deshaun's case and stuff like that, and they're still trying to seek an indefinite suspension or a season-long suspension at minimum. But from the reports that I've seen, apparently the NFL at some point in time before the first ruling came out with that Sue Robinson chick or whatever, this was something that the NFL had tried to offer to him or communicate to him, and they did not want any parts of it. Now, that could just be hearsay and stuff like that, but from, some of the reports, some of the media outlets that I've seen, that is what they were saying. I don't know a lot about that pre-offer stuff, but that is, what's coming from Deshaun's camp right now. And I did notice that people, kind of like, how can he dictate or how can he be the one offering, the length of the suspension? Well, you have to remember, he's already went through this process and already has came out victorious. If the NFL loses again, he would still only be mandatory 6-game suspension, 0-game fine. So for him, he's trying to find that compromise of, I want to play this season. I want to put all this behind me. The NFL, obviously, they want him to be disciplined a little bit more than what he currently has been. So they're trying to find that common ground. But to me, this is a part of that process, man. When you're talking about settling and trying to get this type of stuff to go away completely, this type of stuff starts to come out. But yeah, man, it was interesting, though, to see that Deshaun's side went to the public with that, though, man, letting that information get out there. So we shall see, man, how that thing continues to go, man. We'll keep our eyes on it. But he is playing tonight.
Yeah.
Start, actually. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
How about this angle on it?
Mm-hmm.
Browns to consider Jimmy G if Deshaun Watson's suspension increases.
Okay.
So if it goes up to 8 games.
I don't think for the 8-game part of it. I think when they're speaking on probably like that length, like a year long,
12 to a year.
Yeah, I think that's when you start talking about that, because for them, they still have a really complete roster, and they think that they're ready to compete and make a run for a ring this year. So if they feel like they're just a quarterback away, hence the reason why they went after Deshaun. If Deshaun's not going to be there for this season or a large majority of the season, it could make sense to try to find a way to do something like that with Jimmy G. I just don't know how you make that money, and all that type of stuff work without San Fran just doing a hard cut of him, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah, especially with them still owing a portion of Baker's money, and they have all these.
They're not doing all that.
Amari Cooper on the roster now, too.
Even though Deshaun is suspended, that money is still going. You know what I mean? It's just going from his pocket to the NFL's pocket. That's it. But, yeah, that's a lot of money coming out of there, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could be awkward if they brought in Jimmy G and then they went like 6-2 or something like that. His first 8 games.
But that's what Jimmy does. When has Jimmy not looked good? When has Jimmy not had winning teams? That's what Jimmy does. Whether it was New England, when he's healthy in San Fran, you see his track record, man. He's a winner. Yeah,
that'd be a weird scenario. 8 games. Yeah, that would be the most interesting if they got him for the 8 games, because it bumped up too. Because but
it doesn't make sense to do it for 8 though, man.
You don't think?
Nah. Not when you got that much money invested in Deshaun that you would know for a fact after that 8 game, you're not worried about this suspension ever again for the next 5 years and with $244 million guaranteed. Because remember, he's only going to be, in terms of when he's being suspended, the money he's only losing out is $1 million base salary. That's why they set up the contract the way that they did, because they were anticipating him being suspended at some point in time this first year. So the signing bonus was like 44 or 43 million, $1 million base salary. So however many games he misses, only coming out that $1 million. So that's why he's saying, I'll even pay that $5 million fine to kind of like smooth it over if you got to go and increase these 2 games. But for him, nothing longer than this season, because all you're losing out on is that $1 million, right?
Yeah, I'd be assuming they would sign Jimmy G just for the 1-year deal. I'd be interested if Jimmy G would do that.
After that, he's getting 40, 44 and all that. And remember, it's fully guaranteed. Yeah. So you're going to be paying that money regardless.
Because Jimmy G's contract already as is only a 1-year deal left. I wonder if for him, because where else is he going to start right now?
Well, I'm not sure. You also have to
I wonder if that'd be an opportunity
too.
He'd actually be interested in. Just going in for 8 games and saying like, hey, man, who knows what happens after the 8 games? If we somehow do have a really good record, do they just keep rolling with me?
Right.
That'd be a really funny situation. Actually, it wouldn't be a funny situation because
I was thinking the same thing.
That means the Browns actually have a good record. I wouldn't be happy about that.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bro, you realize what you're saying right now? And we played him in that first little spin. Yeah.
No, that would not be good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will.
All right, we got All right, that was official momentum. Cal Monier saying, got our tickets for the home opener.
Let's go.
8.5 hour drive. Cincy. Those tickets were expensive, too.
Which one?
The Cincy game. Those were up to like $200, like upper decks and stuff.
Serious?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
People are amped up.
That new Acashore, man.
No, at Cincy.
At Cincy. Excuse me on that. He said for the home opener.
Oh, home opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. All right.
Like,
Patriots game then, right?
Okay, yeah.
It's Patriots. All right. Fish Momentum says Malik Willis is the real deal. Hashtag Titans.
I mean, he looked good last night, though, man. For a fact, he did. I said, how'd you feel about him, man?
I thought he looked good. I think he displayed everything we talked about with him in the pre-draft process.
Yeah.
Was electric when the play broke down, showed off the cannon of the arm. But I guess, and this is the reason why Vrabel pulled him, we're just missing some reads early on.
Part of the reason why he gets to be electric is like, yo, you hold it on too long, man. Just hit it right there. You good. You ain't got to do all that. But that's also part of the reason why he's so dynamic.
What was it, like a 15 or 20-yard run, too, and then Vrabel pulls him.
Yeah. But it's like that type of stuff where it's like, all right, I mean, he's a young athlete, man. Like, you see all the intangibles, though. And you can see, like, if you can groom it and get that thing polished up, man, he has all the characteristics that you would want. Man, the fake boot and then reverse out and then beat everybody to the pylon, I was like, yo, that's nuts. Because I know what that speed is like out there, man. But then you see him throw the bomb. He's like, okay, so you got the big cannon of an arm. But then you also see him have some bad throws. You're like, dude, man, get your reads right, man. Get this a better throw right here. But that's a part of his process, man. But no, he definitely, for a first impression, man, I definitely was impressed with him, man. I like that.
Yeah, first impression, and he got the start. So, yeah, good for him.
Yeah. You know another dude that I thought looked good, one of them young quarterbacks we talked about, Bailey Zappi, New England, bro.
See, I missed that game.
Yeah,
give me a
man.
breakdown.
He was throwing some dots, man. He still has the, in terms of the arm strength downfield, that still showed up a little bit, but the accuracy, the touch, we talk about him being able to spray that ball 20 and in. Yeah, that was definitely on display, man. He threw a couple of just beautiful timing out routes, man, where he's hitting these receivers before they're even coming out the break. Threw a nice little, it was cover zero, kind of floats it up or whatever for the touchdown or whatever, but it was a dope little thing just to see his comfortability and just that touch, that accuracy still showing up. The arm strength still a little iffy. Like when you watch Malik throwing it, and that thing is like just ripping through the sky, and then you watch Bailey and it's like, okay, great placement, but can we get a little bit more on that thing? That's what it looked like. But no, he was straight though, man. I was impressed with him as well. It got me excited thinking about Kenny, because now I'm like, okay, I got a chance to see Malik. Malik looked good out here. Got a chance to see Bailey. Bailey threw the touchdown. He had some good stuff with his offense. All right, now we get to show ours off. Y'all wait till Saturday when y'all see us. Wait till y'all see us on Saturday. So yeah, man, I'm feeling good.
Do you have any takes on how the Patriots are handling their coordinator situation?
Bro, that's craziness, right?
It's been a hot topic these last couple of weeks because everyone's saying Mac Jones has been struggling a little bit and are pointing to that. Like, you don't have McDaniels anymore.
Correct.
They didn't bring in Bill O'Brien. I don't know where Bill O'Brien is, but they just decided
Bill's just hanging out. He's either in Houston or he's in New England. He's always in one of those places, all right?
Yeah, they have Matt Patricia and Joe Judge splitting offensive coordinator duties.
That seems so
and neither of them are
me,
offensive guys. They don't have that background.
But, hey, Joe Judge, former head coach, Matt Patricia, former head coach, man, you just got to trust these guys, man.
I think you give Belichick the benefit of the doubt, but I think
you don't give Patricia and Judge the benefit of the doubt, man?
Not on offense.
Why not? They're both head coaches.
No, you just give Belichick the benefit of the doubt. But the more and more we get removed from Brady, I think that's running thin.
Yeah, that's all, man. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not. But let them keep doing what they're doing. All right? We don't need them to figure that out. We don't need them to get better with that. Nah.
We played them early on.
Absolutely. Come on, man. Let them keep going through, working out them kinks, man. Yeah, Joe Judge, if you want to, because you're a former special teams guy, I love special teams. Patricia, former defensive guy, I love defense, man. So y'all just operate with that type of mindset when y'all calling plays on offense, okay? Y'all want to get your defense back out there, and you want your special teams unit out there. So there, we'll be good, man.
AJ Martinez says, yo, SN. I don't know what SN is.
Yo, Steeler Nation.
Good call.
Yeah. Shout out to you, AJ Martinez. What's the word, baby? What's the word?
Cal Monier. He says, Art Rooney story today, ? From Official Momentum.
Oh.
Hashtag Official Momentum.
Uh-oh. Phone lines are open today, man. Phone lines will be open today.
Official Momentum says, we got a new wideout, Christian Blake. Never heard of him.
I think we signed him, was it yesterday? He had a little catch, though, man.
I can't keep up with these signings and stuff.
Is, yeah.
Who's getting cut, signings.
Literally, I was talking with, who was I down there with?
Because we just axed someone we just signed literally like 3 or 4 days ago.
We were talking about. No, so obviously me, a couple of the local media people that, work with, Wes, Chris.
McKinley, that's who it was.
Yeah. But, dude, when 21 came out there, Christian Blake, we're all looking and we're like, shit, all right. Which numbers? Who's this guy? We look, yo, bro, you know this one? Don't know, like, dang, hi. And then we start getting a little alert on the phone, like, oh, all right, now we got him. Now we all checking this thing out. But that is this time of year, bro. Dudes just be running out there in New Jersey on like, who, where? And then obviously we claimed that DN off of waivers from the Jets. I forget how do you say his name, is like Hamclear. I don't know how you say his name, but yeah, he's another young man. And then obviously my JMU dude, Rondell, if it wasn't for him playing at JMU, I doubt that I even would have caught on to that, to that signing and stuff like that, man. But shout out to the homie too, man. It was good to see him yesterday, man. But yeah, 21 though, he did, if I remember correctly, he should be 21, right? Let me just double check Christian Blake, make sure I got the right cat that I'm talking about before I give him a little bit of praise.
He might have had a catch, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, man, he had a nice little grab early on in practice. It wouldn't have been a touchdown, but it was a nice like combat catch, man. Go up and get it. But let me make sure it was number 21. Of course, they don't have his number up there. So, yes, just based on the way his body looks in this picture, that had to be 21 because that's what his body looked like. But they don't have his number on the website right now. So, yeah.
Jacob Malesio says, I have a Josh Dobbs story that will make you cry.
Oh.
Which way? Of joy, laughter, sadness?
Tears of joy?
Tears of joy.
The story of redemption. It's week 3. Pittsburgh Steelers facing the Cleveland Browns. Mason Rudolph. Josh Dobbs reunion. Scene of the crime. Dobbs goes crazy. Throws for 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Says I did it for 7 as he walks out the stadium. That don't work for you?
It doesn't.
But we win, though. We win. He throws for 504 touchdowns, but we win. Field goal from Boz, 55 yards.
I'll take the dub.
Yeah. But he said I did it for 7. He said he hold up a 7 as he walks out.
It's going to be a really annoying conversation that next day, though, because everyone, did we let the wrong guy go?
You know I would be the person in here doing it just to piss you off. But come on, man. It'd be all right.
If Josh Dobbs throws for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, it's a warranted conversation. It's just going to be an annoying one because we can't do anything about it.
We could just wait till when Deshaun gets back, and then we'll trade for Dobbs.
No one would be able to tell me they expected Dobbs to throw for 500 yards.
I would. I'll be over here like, I told y'all he was nice. I told y'all he had it. I knew it the whole time. Yep. Knew it. I'm not surprised.
We went in a whole completely different direction this offseason. We signed Mitch, kept Mason, and drafted a first-round quarterback.
That would be hilarious, though.
So it's not something I would want to be talking about, really.
Oh, my gosh.
AJ Martinez. 14 is wide receiver Zeus.
He was out there putting people on his mixtape again yesterday. Sure enough was. Earlier practice. I'm like, bro, how the first throw of practice you already? Then the fourth throw again. Like, god dang, bro. Like, chill. Yeah, man. Then they get the tackling drill going on. My man go up top. I'm like, bro, this is freaky. Like, yeah, he having fun with it. He's having fun with it now.
No more surprises with Pickens.
He's having fun with it now. Hey, I forgot what dance he did yesterday when he caught the first one. Because, like I said, man, he was just back to back. He's like, yo, god dang. Go up top, Moss, hit a little dance in the end zone. A couple plays later, this is 7 shots. Couple plays later, offense is like getting off to with Trubisky in that first set of 7 shots. So he went like 4-0. It's like crazy. So they get to that last clip though with Trubisky. The same play they ran on this side, they hit it again on this side. Same thing. Pickens up top. Whole offense goes stupid out there. Man, I was over his joint like, bro, I don't think we got no answer for him right now. Because the DBs as a whole though, the DBs, man, they look good on everybody else. Akello should have had a pick yesterday. Like, they looked the part versus everybody except him.
Deontay and Claypool didn't play, right?
Yeah, they're not out there right now. Deontay was in shoulder pads, but he's not doing full because he's still coming back. Like, you can see him when he's doing some of the drill work, when he's working, doing Indian stuff. He's moving a little gingerly. Nothing crazy, but it's that precaution element now. I believe he has the hip flex, if I remember correctly, with him. So, like I said, the fact that he's out there moving, that's good. hip flexors, as I told y'all before, this is more soft tissue because he didn't get the full 2-week acclimation that everybody else was going through in terms of that first week of practice, fully practicing. Remember, he was doing indie but not team. So for him, now he's getting his body back caught up to that, and they're just being smart with him. That's what you're supposed to do. I think the surprise for me more so was Chase, like, not in any of his stuff. That was the part where I was a little surprised. I didn't know that whatever he was dealing with was to that level of significance where he wasn't going to have shoulder pads on. Because like Najee, for example, Najee was fully dressed. He just wasn't doing the team portion of it, but he still was doing, drill work and stuff like that all to the side. And then afterwards, he probably spent like another 40, 50 minutes just doing conditioning, drill work,
so
footwork, hands. Yeah. You can tell he's pissed, though. He wants to be out there.
Oh, really?
For a fact, he's pissed. He wants to be out there. This is his first time not doing it. Think about it. At Bama, he won't sitting out. Last year, he ain't sit out. This is his first time having to have those, like, yo, you don't practice like that here. Like, nah, you got to figure it out on your own. But in the NFL, because what we're going to need from you, we're not going to have you doing a lot of this. So it's like, man, it's tough to deal with for a player like him who is accustomed to being just a hard worker, a guy that always wants to be out there. But at the same time, man, they're just being smart with them, managing it, right? The foot, to me, looks fine. I'm watching him move. I'm like, yeah, I think he's straight. But at the same time, do you want to run any risk of him aggravating it or making it potentially worse in any capacity right now? Heck no. So that's that whole dynamic, man. But yeah, but like I said, at least he was still in full pass though. And that's the part where I'm like, all right, he's in full. Deontay's, at least in the uppers. It's like, man, I was a little surprised that Chase wasn't, but we don't know. Pat was full. Pat was practicing. Yeah, okay. Pat's back.
So Claypool's the only one, really.
Absolutely. And Pat looked good yesterday too, man. He had a nice little catch on the sideline. Nice little quick little route, turn it upfield. You know how Pat is, super smooth, soft hands in terms of when he's catching that rock. And yeah, the thing that I like about Pat though, I personally think he's a little thicker, not like thick, but probably like just a couple 5 pounds of just added muscle on him. I like that though, because yeah, he should be getting a lot more opportunities this year. So I want you to have that, you ready to take whatever punishment they could be trying to give you, man. Go with it, man. So it was good to see that. But no, Pat definitely looks good in Gentry too, man.
Nice.
I'm excited about the tight ends right now, bro.
Nice.
I'm excited about them two dudes, man.
Fish Momentum says, Ambition the Kid.
You heard what he said. You heard what he said.
September 30th at the Rivers. Jesus. Deke and I share the same birthday. Happy belated. Happy birthday, bro. August 7th. Goat day. Fish Momentum. Billy Joel wrote a song for Oliver and Company.
See, Official Winter got all the like little nuggets like that.
He does. Also says it's story time. Hashtag my stories. Hashtag be prepared. Also asking about that inbox.
Hey, Deke said you better.
The inbox saga.
Nah, Deke said your story better be A1 today. That's what Deke said. He said don't worry about the inbox. The story first. That's what he said. That's what he told me to tell you. So I'm just relaying that message. All right. But I'm going to get to that inbox, though, man. I'm going to get to it.
AJ Martinez says, I miss Springsteen as I sat at the Angry Butcher on AZ eating. He played across the street in the Suns Arena.
Oh, he talking about, yeah. Dang, that would suck then. Yeah. At least I was, like, in Latrobe, so I didn't have to feel like I was missing it, like, right in the same city. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I could imagine being right across the street. That's like me sitting in, like, one of them little bars on the North Shore. Like, dang, man. I'm at McFadden's or something. Like, oh, it's right there. I can hear it. Yeah.
Quality Koalas giving us some support.
I like it. Shout out to him, baby. Yes,
Fish Momentum asks, are you ready for some football? Game day tomorrow.
Let's go, man. It is game day tomorrow. Absolutely.
Mac Farrell.
I'm loving this season right now, man. Loving football being back on TV. And my dog Tyrod doing what he do best, baby. He about to beat up Danny Dime, just throwing it out there. Don't be surprised, Deke. You heard it here first, okay?
Yeah, I missed that
Deke,
game.
you heard it here first, Deke. Don't be surprised, all right?
Saying there's a chance.
Deke, don't be surprised. You heard it here first, okay? When my dog beat him out, just know, okay?
They're saying Danny Dimes is looking sloppy in
Just
camp.
know, when my dog beat him out, just know, okay? It's all said, bro. Let's go Giants, man.
Big Mac here. He says, good morning, Deacon Moats. Shout out from the 404.
Let's get it, man. Dude, where exactly is the 404 at?
Not sure. You think it's local?
I'm not sure. It doesn't sound local, though.
No, I never heard of it.
I don't know. But either way, shout out to the 404, man. And yeah, man, get the likes up, too, man, while we're talking about it. Get the likes up, man. Let's hit those likes as well, man. Yeah.
He expected us to know where the 404 is. Yeah, like it's some iconic zip code
let me see.
or
where is the 404?
Or area code, I'm sorry.
I was about to say, Deke.
It just ain't there.
Georgia.
It's not iconic enough.
Yeah.
412, that's iconic.
Let's see, what part of Georgia is this? This is Atlanta. Say Clayton, Fulton, Cobb, DeKalb. Was that Douglas, Gwinnett? Okay. It's a little ATL area then. All right. You gonna remember that next time though, all right?
I'll do my best.
There we go.
Chat jumped. I'm on official momentum saying Moats and Deke do your dance.
All right, hold on, I get you then. All right, we got Mac Farrell. He says, good morning, Deke and Moats. Shout out, oh, that's the one. Shout out to from the 404. Yeah. All right, so next up, let's go UW. He says, y'all see that AB post saying his only regret is not being able to see himself play in a liberal, I think he says liberal, but he means in a live game. I think the autocorrect got him. Yes, dude. Insane, but I like it though, man. AB is consistently AB, man. Just let that man be him. Let him be him. As long as he's not hurting anybody, I don't have an issue with any of the stuff that AB does like this. It can't be anything worse, potentially hurting people. That's all, man. That's all. But as long as he's not hurting anybody or himself, hey, man, talk away AB, tweet away AB, post away AB, dance the way you like to dance AB. And I can't wait till Deke shows us his dance on Monday because I know my man Kenny going to do something for us. Come on, Kenny. I need you, Kenny. I need you. Yeah. So that is that, man. But yes, we did see that. And then Bacon Cowboy, he said, AB making Kanye type comments.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, indeed. Which is pretty crazy, man. I don't know if that's the company you want to be, associated with when they're talking about how you tweet.
Yeah, because Kanye's off the rails right now.
Absolutely.
A little beef with Pete Davidson and stuff.
I thought, no. They still beefing. I thought Kim and Pete broke up.
They did,
Kim and Skeet. Yeah, what they call it?
I think Pete Davidson had to go into like rehab or something for some of the things Kanye was saying to him.
Well, Kanye was kind of going in on that, man. You know how I go though.
He was.
Come on, man. It's Ye. I don't condone any of that bullying though. I don't like that. I wasn't.
It was out of line.
That was way out of pocket. It's like, bro, I get it. You're hurt. You're pissed. Wifey with the dude. You got your kids. I 100% feel you. Just being a married man, I always like to say, hey, if I were to be in that position, how would I feel?
I don't think anyone feels good about it.
I would say 100%. I definitely understand the feeling, but your actions, they have to just be better than that, bro. You can't be like that, bro. Especially when you're who you are and you know the influence that you have. Your voice matters. It's kind of like we talk about with when people react to like Donald Trump at times. Whether you love him or hate him, it's like, yo, you have a powerful voice. So when you say certain things, you're gonna get certain people to react a certain way. And with Kanye, when he was saying some of the stuff about Pete Davis, man, hey man, people's feeling a little uncomfortable, and rightfully so, because some of these people out there are nuts. So
it's like, what can you do? Yeah. Your relationship's over. You know what I mean?
Right. You can't.
Kim's moved on.
Yeah. Kim going. Let her move on, man.
Where's she going next?
Oh, chill, man. Chill. Don't talk about my dog wife like that, man. Come on, man. Easy. Killer easy. Sheesh. Yeah. In the Moats household, we're rooting for a reunion. I like Kim Ye, man. That was my power couple right there. I was like, you got Kim Ye, I got Hove and B, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Moats and Shonda, you know what I'm saying? Like we still going together.
I'm just trying to think of any NBA players out there.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta stop this, man. Lamar is already off the market. He's already in the family, so that doesn't work. All right.
Yeah. Who's next up? I don't know.
Yeah. Who's next up? Jeez. Maybe it's you, man. You ready? You got the taco meat out today, Deke.
Nope. I'm good.
I tell you when you want.
It'd be good for the show.
It would be amazing for the show.
It'd be really good for the show,
Deke,
I think.
if that happened on the show, Deke, yeah, that would take this show to a whole nother level, Deke. We would no longer probably be in this room anymore, Deke. I'm just throwing it out there now. If that would have happened, holy cow, Deke. Yeah, that's a whole nother ballpark. We have never even seen that type of ballpark before. Yeah, that's different. All right, let's see who we have next, though. Sequoia Harris says, top of the morning, tuning in from Tampa, Florida today. Okay. Love the show, guys. Keep up the good works. No, salute you as well, man. Says, Big Deke Energy. My son, Kason, is turning 2. Please shout him. Yes, indeed. Big Deke News. Smash the like.
So give his son a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to Kason, man.
Shout out to Kason.
Absolutely, man. Happy second birthday. The Big Deuce. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let me think, man. Dang. Someone's going to tell. Oh, about the podcast, bro. So being out there yesterday, man, a lot of the fans, man, they still pull up. Yo, man, a lot of podcasts. Yo, where Deke at? Is Deke out today? Like, nah, Deke ain't pull up with me today, man. A lot of podcasts. Man, you should have told Deke come too, man. Everybody's looking for him. I'm just throwing it out there, bro, man. A lot of people was looking for you, man.
I was in show mode yesterday.
A lot of people was looking for you, bro.
Yep. It's good to hear.
Yeah. And then even the players, man, they still know about you, dog. I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Yeah.
Your name still ring bells, man. Your name came up on a couple of conversations.
They like my takes?
Your name came up in a couple of conversations. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were talked about. You were talked about. You rather be talked about than not talked about. Just put it like that.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was good. It was good. Yeah.
I don't want any beef here.
No.
I'm just calling it like I said.
You're good. No beef. But you know, they were aware of you, which is good. Which is really good, man.
I guess so.
Yeah. Keep up the good work, man.
Thanks, dude. I'm getting there.
Yeah. Keep your head on a swivel at times too. Just you never know. You know what I mean? But either way, it was a great situation. Yeah. All right. Next up, we have Richard Arbizo. He says, Deke got to do his AB dance for the culture. I would agree with that, man.
Tom Pickett.
Come on, Kenny. And Kenny, we trust it tomorrow, man. All right. Jay Blanche says, listening to you guys really takes the edge off of moving. Hashtag, I ruined the new couch. Ooh. Hashtag, always cover the furniture. Also get those likes up. Triple exclamation point. Now, salute you, Jay Blanche, man. We're glad to be able to take your mind off a move. That is always stressful, especially during this time of year. It's a little bit hotter outside, you know, school or whatever's about to start in terms of life. Or maybe you just got the busy work schedule going on, man. But yeah, nothing is worse than ruining that new couch. Ay. But you didn't ruin it. You just gave it a little bit more character. Just gave it a little bit more passion. You made that chair unique now. So now every time you sit on that couch, you're going to be reminded of that time that you had to put all that effort in to get that couch to the new spot. But when you get down on that couch and it feels so comfy, you're going to appreciate that sacrifice. You're going to appreciate that journey. So Jay Blanche, you didn't mess that couch up. You made that couch better. There you go. See? Words of inspiration by Arthur Moats.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
All right, we got Mac Farrell. He says, AB has officially jumped the shark. Yes, I feel you. I feel you. Because my man's just, he's very creative right now, you know, and how he talks and how he tweets. And I'm glad to see that he's in a good place right now.
He's a rock star.
He's a rock star, for better or worse. For better or worse. All right, I got official momentum. He says, Deke, do your dance. With the dancing emoji. Look like we got a little Saturday Night Fever and the crying emojis as well, man. I like it. And I think I might have caught up to you now.
Yeah, and then he says, Moats and Deke, do your dance.
Yeah, you the dancer, man. I'm a salsa guy.
Yeah, I might hit the gritty or something this year. Let's see how the team's doing.
Only gritty with my little man.
What else is out there?
GB had me gritty and all the time.
Go old
now.
school, hit the Dougie maybe.
Yeah, hit the bro. I'm trying to think now that you said that. Did you do the Dougie who was in Green Bay? You feel like you might have done the Dougie, bro.
I don't think I did the Dougie. I did the that Soldier Boy the one time.
That's what it was. I was saying, I know you was
doing.
It was
a home game. I can't remember when it was. It was during Renegade,
yes,
actually.
Bro. Yes.
Yeah, Soldier Boy.
Yo, you're hilarious.
I don't think I've done any other dance moves really on camera. So this AB one will be
we
something
need this,
new,
man.
something fresh. R. Bartley 18. Don't ever seen it brought up, but Mitch said in an interview he has made throws he normally wouldn't because in practice he wants to see who can make plays. Who goes up, who comes back, who lays out, while in practice, not a game.
Well, that's what Ben said before.
Ben talked about that before.
Yeah, Ben definitely said he'll throw passes bad intentionally in practice just to see who can make an adjustment to it, who can come down with it, because we know how it goes in the game. Anything can happen.
I mean, Mitch really got. If this is a real comment, Mitch really got a show out then in preseason.
I think he's gonna be fine regardless.
Because that's a confident comment, being in the middle of a QB battle.
I would agree.
You know what I mean? You do that stuff when you're solid QB1.
Listen, I 100% agree with you. I'm just saying, I think he's still gonna be fine, but I do. Yeah, if he did say, I don't know if he really said that or not. Like, if he did, that's like, woof, that's a lot. Like. All right, I get it.
He thinks he's got it unlocked. Then.
Yeah, that's ballsy
I could just be
as heck,
throwing
bro.
picks in practice. And
My boy said, I take chances because it's practice. I already know what I'm going to do in the game. This is just practice. Like, oh, say no more then. Because that's what Ben said. But obviously, they're in two very different situations, you know, at this stage of their career.
Yeah, Ben could say that. Aaron Rodgers can say that. Mahomes could say that. Josh Allen could even say that. A bunch of these dudes that in the top 10.
Can say that.
Derek Carr can say it. If you have your job locked in, you can say that.
Yeah. You don't say that when we got a first round draft pick that's behind you. You got a Mason Rudolph that's still behind you, and it's like we can't really tell that it's that big of a like. No. You ain't there yet. You are not there yet. No, heck no. You are not there. What?
Unless Tomlin knows you're doing it too, because these reports that are coming out of camp aren't going to be like, hey, Mitch just threw a pick.
Right.
He did that on purpose, though. Don't worry about that.
He was taking a
Mitch
chance.
was 1 for 4 in the last 4 reps.
He wanted to give these guys an opportunity to make a play on the ball. Like, good luck. I don't recommend that. That's.
I mean,
hey, Coach,
he's just got to show up.
Hey, Deke, I missed this tackle on purpose. I wanted to see if my safety was going to make this play. That's why I missed this tackle. Coach, you know I was going to. Coach, you think I can't tackle L. Bell in practice in the open field? Coach, come on now. I just wanted to see if these safeties could do that. Come on, man.
Doing stuff like that, wherever he was like pointing out, I would have got that play.
Troy would jog over there and just do that. They jog over here and just do that. So, Coach, I'm going to just, I would have made that. Coach, don't trip. Yeah, me and Bud and Jarvis and Debo, we all trying to compete, get these spots. Don't worry about all that, Coach. I would have had that right there, baby. Come on, man. It's Mosey, baby. Yeah.
All right, Fish Momentum says, Moats and Deke, what's your favorite Ambition song?
I'm not qualified for that answer just yet. Deke, though, what you got, man?
I don't know his catalog.
Yeah, man, because you I feel like you're into like that underground music like scene right now. You're big on the AB movement. I feel like Ambition, he's still getting on that. He's on the underground as a solo artist, So it's like, yeah, man, this is like your scene. This is like your niche. You got the underground band. What's your band called again? Just checking.
Nothing.
I thought I had you for a second.
We had a good practice this week, though.
Thought I had you for a second.
It was very nice.
For sure.
Nothing on. I could just sit up here and lie and make up a song, maybe. But then I think Official Momentum would catch me in the lie because it seems like he knows his music really well. I don't know any of Ambition songs. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, stop wasting time, man. Get caught up, man. Get caught up on his catalog. We need an update, man. We need a breakdown.
I could have known if I would have went to a show at the casino while I was at the casino.
Which is crazy. How many? I should have asked. How many White Claws were you in?
I wasn't drunk at all, really.
Oh, that makes it worse. Oh,
yeah.
That makes it way worse.
I had a glass of wine
makes
at dinner, I think, and maybe a beer before that. So I really wasn't drunk at all.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fish Momentum says, Deke, drop a music video with your band.
Yeah, why don't y'all do that?
That could be funny.
Yeah, I remember saying that's a thing. Heck yeah.
Fish Momentum, I got ideas, but I need y'all help, Moats and Deke. Okay.
Let's
go, UW. Either of you watch Hard Knocks. MCDC, gonna have those guys running through a brick wall, biting kneecaps. MCDC, that's Dan Campbell's nickname, right?
I think so, yeah. I have not watched the Hard Knocks with sound on. I watched it. It was like on. I forgot what day. Was it yesterday? I was like, no, it was day before yesterday. I don't even know if that was like the first episode or where they were doing like one of them preview episodes where they like show like a couple minutes of it, but I watched it. It was just no sound on, but I saw my dude, my former teammate, Kelvin Shepard. He's their linebacker, so he's like in the background doing some stuff. And I was like, yep, that's all I needed to see. Got to see my little homie over there, man, doing his thing. Yeah, but I never turned the volume up, so I don't know actually what was being said or anything like that. But yeah.
I saw the Jamal Williams clip on Twitter.
Yeah, they said he was like he got like fired up or something like that. But I never saw like what happened.
It was all right. I think it got hyped up a little bit too much.
It happens this time of year.
Dan Campbell, I think he's an easy guy to root for because, he really puts his heart into it.
He's very passionate about his
team. The Lions, dumpster fire of an organization. He's
not
just trying
easy to root for. Yes.
Bring him back, get him in, get him relevant again.
Yeah.
Which is not an easy thing to do.
I would agree.
And it feels like he's outmatched a little bit.
I would agree. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like he's one of these new offensive gurus or anything like that. He's all passion. He's heart.
He's straight passion. He's like a poor man's Mike Vrabel right now. Like we got to see
if he can. There you go.
Yeah, we got to see if he can figure out how he can get his Tannehill and Derrick Henry combo going. If he can figure that out, because he has the passion, he'll have the defensive mindset. The guys that play hard for him, they were already showing that last year. But he has to figure out that identity.
What's funny too is I think he was an offensive player. He was a tight end.
That's crazy.
If you would have told me, I would have guessed, he's like a linebacker or something.
Yeah, I was thinking like defense, man. Yeah.
All right, we got a Fisher Momentum saying BDE, Big Deke Energy, and Upper Room coming soon.
Uh-oh. He'll get you on the hook, man.
Deke talking that TG. He also says.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what that means. And he also says, Crazy Melodies Volume 2 with Ambition coming soon.
Oh, he's featuring
Ambition's pulling a Kanye here, pushing this thing off. I thought this thing was supposed to be out like 3 months ago.
Hey, yo, He said he's ready. He pulling the Kanye. He just keep pushing it back on us, man. But he's building up that, that excitement, the fire, the anticipation.
He needs to drop it soon.
Yeah.
Let's go. UW says Bill O'Brien is the OC at Alabama. Okay, that's what it is.
There it is. Yep.
Because I was listening. Who was I listening
Is Doug
to
Marone
yesterday?
still down there? I can't remember. Doug Marone was. I know he's like he was the O-line coach last year down there. I don't know if he's still down there this year. Cause yeah, Nick Saban has it's like an NFL staff of like former head coaches up there. It's like nuts, man.
Yeah, who was I listening to yesterday? I think it was Coward. And he said Belichick probably could have easily brought Bill O'Brien up from Alabama to be like the OC with the Patriots, but I guess he just didn't do it and decided to do the whole Joe Judge and Matt Patricia experiment.
Hey man, he gonna live with it. He gonna die with it. Either way, it's gonna be entertaining though.
Derek Nelson, can't believe I've been watching live for 100+ shows.
Yo, salute you, Derek. Let's
Believe
go,
it.
man. Welcome to the family, man. You keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep rocking with you. We're gonna keep these shows rolling, baby. You are here. 100
Nick
plus.
Y.
Let's go.
Says, I'm going to need everyone to hit that like button.
Man, for the coach, y'all heard what Nick Y said. Shout out to you as well, player.
Okay. Chat may have jumped on. We got a lot of super chats.
No,
on
we
this
do,
Friday.
yeah. I just realized, I was like, we got outright straight supers. But we're going to get to it, though. We're going to keep it
Shout out
rolling.
to you guys, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it rolling.
Chef Buck, Moats, how did I miss you yesterday? Can't. Where were you hiding? Trying to get my terrible towel signed.
Oh, man, no way you missed me, man. But no, I salute you, man. Yeah, so I was a couple places. From, 12 to 2, I was actually in the stands where the fans and everybody sits right next to the hill. Right where that Still Nation, the SNR tent was, hosting the radio show. So I was doing my Still Nation radio show live on location there yesterday. Then after that, that's when I met up with the fam. We ended up going down to the field. But even with that, we stayed on we went to the player side. So it was just different. So that's probably another reason why I wasn't able to see you. But yeah, man, I wish I would have saw you though, man. I don't know if I'm going to go back out there. It's funny, right? The fam, they weren't really trying to roll for the longest time to training camp.
They had more fun than you.
Granddad, he loves it. He loves going out there, seeing the players. Like, that's his scene, talking, meeting people. So we had already come up there with us yesterday, the kids included. Why yesterday night we get back? Got KK, my oldest, talking about some, Dad, when we going back to training camp? See, when we go back to training camp, where does this come from? When I had to go out there them first couple days, y'all won't know where to be found. Y'all was over here like, nah, Dad, I'm cool on that. I ain't trying to go out there. Ain't nowhere to stay. We ain't sitting down. Ain't no shade. Ain't no this. Ain't no that. Nah. KK was like, yeah, Dad, when we going back out there, I want to go back out there again. Gray. Hey, Dad, can we go? I'm going to bring my football next time so I can do my football too. I'm like, oh. All right. The only one who wasn't trying to go back out there was my middle girl, Ava, because she is very much like me in certain elements. She's not an outdoorsy, sweaty, naturey, bugs flying around type of situation person. And yesterday it was a little drizzle on us. It was a little hot at times, and there were little, flies and little bees flying around. So she was not enjoying that at all. But as a whole, she did have a good time. But she's like, yo, Dad, we do not have to go back. We don't need to run that back. Yeah. And I was like, yo, man, that's crazy, man. How y'all go from never wanting to come out there with me, now everybody want to go? And over here like, man, I ain't really trying to drive again, but it's dope, though. It was cool. It's cool. But you know how it is for me, man. I'll be like, I ain't trying to keep heading out that thing, man.
James J. Jeffers. Moats. This is Tyrod Taylor, baby.
What'd I just tell you?
And also watch Connor Hayward, baby.
You better believe
Heard it here first.
You better believe it.
I am like 90 to 95% sure he was the guy that told us
about it. Mm-hmm.
after we drafted Connor Hayward. He said, watch out for Canada's system. We might really utilize Connor Hayward.
Nah, Connor looks good, man. Connor's putting together, like I said, a really good camp. Not yesterday's practice, but remember the practice before yesterday, I was talking about how he had the 2 big completions downfield. Actually had a chance to rap with him a little bit yesterday, man. Like, he's hungry. He's excited for this opportunity on Saturday. They kind of took it easy on him yesterday, kind of getting him prepared for it. But
he's probably going to play a lot.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of snaps, man, especially when you're thinking about just how the running back depth chart looks currently and our tight end depth chart. Either way, they're going to be utilizing him, man. So, he's excited for that. He'll be on, I think he said 3 of the special teams units as well, man. So, it's going to be a good time for him, man. But he's been putting together a really solid camp thus far. And for him, this is like that next stage in his progression. He go out here and make some plays on special teams. He makes some plays in this game on Saturday. Man, he'll be putting together an even stronger case for him making this roster because he is very versatile. like I said, he kind of reminds me of a more athletic, better version of what we had in Will Johnson here, where he was like that. We're going to move him around. He could be a tight end. He could be a fullback. He could be, the motion guy, like that type of element. And then he's obviously a core 4 special teamer. That's what Connor reminds me of. Just like I said, a more athletic and just better version of that. So seeing him, it's like you can see how he can fit and why Matt Canada's system is a perfect fit for him in terms of how they like to utilize him and stuff like that. But as a whole, man, he's just putting together a good, good solid camp. Not saying that it's perfect. He has bad plays and stuff like that. But as a whole, he doesn't allow it to become 2, 3, 4 bad plays in a row. He's going on that, all right, I messed up, bump it, next play, let's roll. And I just love like that young humbleness about him too. And part of that reminds me of how TJ was. And I do feel like largely because of them having older siblings that have already been in the league, showing them the way, showing them how you train, how you watch film and stuff like that. They just come in more mature. And even though I always like to give Coach T a hard time about this whole pedigree and bloodline stuff, it's like, I don't want to hear any of that, Coach. Like, get out of here. It's times like this where you see it and it's like, I get why if you feel like there's some type of connection, you look for that because these dudes are more mature. Like talking with him, bro, he don't talk like a rookie. You know what I mean? Like his mindset of how he practices, of how he evaluates himself. That's not how rookies talk. But talking to TJ when he was a rookie, that's how TJ talking. Like, okay. And not saying that Connor Hayward is a TJ Watt. Totally different. But just in the sense of their maturity level, their understanding of just the game and how it's supposed to be played at this level, just a little bit more advanced right there.
Cosby Sweater says, is it possible Witherspoon and Levi Wallace start in our secondary? Seems like a requirement to me.
Well, I will say this, man. Don't sleep on Cam Sutton.
Whoa.
No. I told you, man, the biggest thing is this. All 3 of those corners have looked good. It's just when you're facing George Pickens, that's when they don't look good. And for me, it just happens that Cam Sutton seems to face Pickens a lot more than anyone else, I feel like, at times. But Cam, bro, like, outside of George going up top on him, man, Cam was out there dogging folk. Cam, like, he gets his hands on a ton of footballs. He could blitz still. Like, they were using him yesterday outside and inside in the slot. And he still continues to fly around. The Akello, like I said, with Akello, man, he should have had a pick. It would have been on George Pickens. I forgot who was I think Mason was the quarterback. Akello, all right, I'm break the full play down for you.
Let's hear it.
So, George running a vertical route. He was on top of Akello. He beat him. The throw, it was late and inside. So Akello, though, while he's in his trail phase, because he does a good job of seeing the ball and looking back, he's able to undercut the route. Think like how we've seen Trevon Diggs do it at times, where it's like receivers right here, but he'll kind of undercut it, knife it, catch it going across. So Akello does that. So it's a dope recovery on the late throw. Hits him in the chest, and he just drops him. Like, bro, this is one of your chances to finally get this man back. You know what I mean? Like, George been going crazy. George is technically open right there. If it was
yeah, George would just be saying, hey, man, he ain't throwing me the ball where it needs to be.
If it was a better throw, it's probably a touchdown. But for Akello and for the conversation, it's like, yo, if you catch this ball, now we're talking about you got to pick while guarding George Pickens. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been the conversation. But unfortunately, he dropped it. And that was, his thing. But all the dudes in terms of like Levi, Akello, they still look good. It's just.
Do we have an update on the depth chart? Because we saw the whole Levi, Akello battling for the one outside corner spot and having Cam on the other outside. Yeah. Do you buy that, or you think it's just going to be all 3? Cam's going to be in the slot?
I think it's going to be all 3. The more I see Cam in person competing on the outside, though, the more I can understand why Coach T is still going to let him get these opportunities. Because he's still, like, when you talk about on a play-in and play-out basis, his fight, his, like, just think of, like, one of them, like, just chihuahua dogs just going to keep, it's always going at you. Like, that's his game. That's, like, how he looks out there, especially in practice. So it's like I can understand if I'm a coach why I would like that, why I would be more, open to seeing what that could look like. If I know what his weakness is, okay, elite talent or big speed, big leaping ability receivers, like that can hurt him. All right, well, if I know that, then maybe I try to manage that a certain way and allow these dudes over here to handle what they're doing in terms of Akello and Levi fighting it out. Because like I said, man, Cam is doing some dope things out there. Like, I still love him in the slot just because I think that he's such a versatile athlete that it allows him to do more in terms of his blitzing. He doesn't get talked about enough for his blitzing because it's not in the sense of a Mike Hilton, but his timing of it, his disguises are what make his blitzing ability really unique and what I like about it. And that's the thing where it's like when he's on the outside predominantly, you take that away from him. But yesterday when they were bumping him inside a little bit, you could see him flashing multiple times. He would have had a strip sack on one of these plays, and I'm like, yo, that was dope right there. But you never would have knew he was coming because of how he was disguising. He's talking to the outside corner. He looking back at the safety. I'm over here like, yeah, he really about to drop. And next thing I know, boom, ball snap. He's gone, strip sack, O-line. Nobody even knew it. Like, that's the type of stuff he brings to the table. But I would say also, not just him. I got a couple other these dudes though.
Real quick with Cam Sutton
Yeah.
though, so we could see a scenario if it's 3 cornerbacks on the field, we're running a nickel. Cam would be bumped inside, but if it's just 2, it could be Cam, and then Levi or Kello on the other side, or even just Levi versus Cam, and then some type of combination of the 3 where it would just be 2 of them out there.
Correct. Yeah, like I could see it being that early on. Because as long as Cam can keep the lid on it, he could do everything else that you're looking for in terms of matching routes, the communication, the leadership, the smarts, the toughness. He checks all those boxes. His biggest issue is like we saw in the preseason game against the Lions a year ago. It was the big speed. It was like, man, long foul ball, great. It was an incompletion, but we all said the same thing. Whoa, that dude was wide open. That's the issue right there.
Saw it in the Chiefs game too.
That's the biggest knock on him from my perspective in terms of him being an outside corner. If we can find a way, or if he can mitigate that, think like how Josh Norman isn't, all world speed, all world athletic ability and things like that. But in that system, in terms of how they ran that cover 2 in Carolina with McDermott, think about how aggressive he could play. Think about how handsy he was and how fundamentally sound. And he just competed. So even though there might have been receivers that were faster than him, the way he competed, the way the safety protected him on deeper routes, and that D-line in front of him, because remember, he had a nice little D-line in front of him as well, that's what helped him out. That's what helped him be the corner that he was on the outside. So for me, I think Cam Sutton, if he continues on what he's doing and you protect him in a sense, you can still get away with it. And not saying that Cam Sutton is a Josh Norman. I'm not saying that either. But just in that kind of capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
who else is standing out?
But no,
secondary.
sticking to that secondary, man. Trey Norwood and Arthur Millette. Shout out to my Arthur M partner, right? So, man, with Trey, he's another one of them dudes, man, just flying around, always around the ball. Run game, passing game. He would have had probably like 2 or 3 sacks yesterday as well. Very similar. You can see he's emulating a lot of what Cam Sutton is doing. He's learning a lot from Cam Sutton in terms of the mannerisms, the disguising, his eyes. A lot of times when you're talking about pre-snap disguises from the defense, the eyes tell a lot. Don't tell me you're not blitzing and you're staring over here this whole time when it's a wide receiver right here in front of you, because you wouldn't be looking in here at this ball if you're in coverage on this guy. You'll be looking here. Don't tell me, you're doing this when your helmet's telling me that. Like, it's certain things, certain telltale signs that players do, whether it's some of them do it knowingly and they just don't care, they're lazy about it, and others they do it unknowingly because they haven't done enough self-scouting. But you can see with Trey Norwood, he's picking up on a lot of the tendencies and mannerisms that Cam Sutton does, and I'm seeing that with him, but that's what's making him look good. Celebration game a little weak. He tried to do a little celebration. He had a sack yesterday. It was trash, absolutely horrendous. I don't know what he was trying to do, and I wasn't the only one that thought that. Cam, TJ, they was with me on it. It was like, yo, that was terrible. Throw that celebration away, whatever that was, Trey. Other than that, it was dope. Trey's looking good as well, but he reminds me of like a young Cam Sutton right now. That's what he's looking like out
Good
there.
to hear.
Yeah, and Arthur Millette, it's the physicality, bro. The physicality. That boy popping people, man. Like, he's short, but you look at him versus Cam Sutton. Cam is, regular frame. Millette, yeah, he rocked up, bro. So when you see him out there playing, he still has that crazy quickness, the crazy toughness that we saw him last year, which made us start to enjoy his play last year because of that, always around the line of scrimmage. And I do like that a lot about him, and I'm liking to see and how both of those guys, in terms of Trey Norwood and Arthur Millette, different in terms of how they're impressing and how they are flashing out there, but both are making plays where you're like, yep, I seen that. Oh, I heard that. Yep, seen that. Oh, that was nice right there. Those dudes specifically, man, in terms of that secondary, well, look good to me. Another dude, man, that I was enjoying watching yesterday was Delonte Scott, bro. Him and Chooks, man, they was having some nice little work today or yesterday, excuse me, man. And Chooks, he definitely was looking good too. He was looking the part.
All right.
So no panic.
Don't be overly
panic.
concerned.
Don't be overly concerned. He was definitely looking the part. I thought his feet looked good. It was just one of those good battles, man. More specifically when we're talking like the one-on-one pass rush element of it, Delonte Scott versus the Chooks, because TJ he ain't doing all that right now. Him and Ken, they just sit him off to the side. You know, they ain't got nobody for them right now. Sure enough, and TJ definitely had one of them plays yesterday. I'm just like, that's a TJ Watt play. That play is not realistic, bro. Yeah. But watching Delonte though, man, the length, that's the part, and he has good hand usage. That's the thing that I was really surprised, but seeing him a little bit more, you know, just at eye level, and it was like, man, I like how he's countering. I like the length he plays with. Because he's a taller guy, he has kind of like that. It's more of a Chandler Jones style of rush versus a true like blazer get off like a TJ Watt. We see him getting off and going under, or a Von Miller. It's not like that. He's a strider, but he covers a lot of ground. But he's a smooth rusher, and I think for him, man, I don't know his impact this year, but if he can keep developing, I think that he has a lot of the intangibles that you would look for and really would love in an outside backer, just based on what I'm seeing with him.
He's this year's Jameer Jones, maybe.
Well, if they can keep him around long enough, that's the part, you know, because we saw how that played out. You know, it's like if you could keep him here long enough, man, and let him really get in the system and develop, I think that he could, you know, be one of those next guys in the wings. Just when you're watching certain things about a guy, it's like, yo, that's a natural thing right there. If he's doing that natural, you can teach the rest of it. Most dudes don't have that, and he has that. And that's the part where it's like, I like that. And because it was against Chooks, it's like, okay, Chooks has been putting together a good camp. Chooks has still looked the part. But it's like, man, I want to see, all right, this is good competition for you. What does this look like? We know Chooks is an all-pro right now. Who knows, he could become one, but that's not the case today. So in terms of the competition, it's like, yo, I want to see, can you beat a guy like Chooks? And to see him have a little bit of success against him, or just enough to make it respectable, enough to make it where it's like, yo, the offense hollering about, yo, we need some more reps over here. It's like, all right, okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing there, man. So, yeah.
Anyone else?
Jaylen Warren. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I talked about him earlier, but Jaylen
him.
Warren. Absolutely Jaylen Warren. And your boy, Kenny Pickett, man. I thought he had some nice throws yesterday as well, man.
Keeps improving.
Heck yeah. He had a nice, he had two really nice, like, throws across the middle, man, where he just, like, ripped it out, timing route, defender tight on, like, legit NFL caliber throws.
Would you say, out of the three, Pickett's got the best arm talent?
See, for me, I still like Mitch's a little bit better. I just think that, to me, Kenny has the more. I just think Kenny's gonna be more exciting. Like when Kenny's time come, I think he's gonna be a more exciting player. I think Mitch is just more buttoned up. He's more professional. But I think Kenny definitely has the potential to be a better player. But it's right now, I'm trying to think, what's an analogy I could give you for those two dudes, man? Just think music-wise, a mixtape versus an album. Both can be dope. Both can be exciting. But one is going to be more buttoned up. One looks more professional. One just looks the part. Whereas the other is dope, but it's kind of like, yo, we got to button this up. We got to clean this up a little bit. If we can, brush this off, shave this down a little bit, this could be dope right here. It's like that type of
Sometimes
comparison.
the
Like
mixtapes are better than the albums.
I mean, that's what they say. But, mixtapes, they don't hit the same way as albums hit at times. From a statistical standpoint and, history standpoint, you know how I go. It's like, man, mixtape is cool, but mixtape is like practice.
The game Wiz and Mac had some good ones.
Yeah,
had some goated ones.
But think about that locally, yes. But from a national perspective, people aren't talking about mixtapes when they speak of all-time great albums in hip-hop. They talking about an album. They want to hear albums. That's all. I'm with you, but that's what they want to hear, man.
Hey, listen, I'm just glad to hear that Pickett's constantly improving. I mean, it seems like it's just the gradual, natural steps that are taking place with a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, because like all three of these dudes, man, when you watch them, it's the same story like I had said the other day. You'll see them all make one or two. Well,
apparently
nice
with Mitch,
throws.
You can't really look too much into it because he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Anything bad from Mitch, it's on purpose.
You're right. That is what he said. Yes, but
so Mitch is undefeated right now.
I hate that he said that.
I hope that's a real quote.
If that is a real quote, holy cow, bro!
It's just hilarious. Ben could say that. The GOATs can say that. The great quarterbacks, the guys that are locked into their spots, top 10, they can say that. You can't be saying that when you're competing for a job. You just can't.
You can't say that, bro. So, yeah. But another dude that I want to talk about, though, man, who I think people have been seeing some of the reports of him, man, Master Teague, bro.
Bus?
My man, I'm not saying bus, bro.
The running style is similar enough?
No, like, bro, Bussy's big, but Bussy has sweet feet, man. Like, Master Teague is just, he's trying to run through you. Like, I think that's the difference. Where Bussy was still nimble. Bussy could spin off and stuff. Like, Bussy was Bussy. He's not a Bussy type of back.
Are you familiar with Ben Morris and Barry Foster? Because I'm really not. I didn't get to see them play. I think they were 90s running backs, but they were also lumped into the running style that Master Teague has.
It's not Bussy, but like, yo, my man, he thumping. He's a thumper. I like it. I like the physicality he plays with. 100% do.
Long shot, or you think he's got a chance?
Well, for me, his biggest thing is who's going to be the better special teamer between him and Jaylen Warren. I think both of those guys bring unique things to the table. I like Jaylen Warren better than Master Teague right now. I think that Jaylen brings just more versatility in terms of catching out the backfield, making guys miss, the vision, and the burst that we talked about. I like that a lot. But my question for Jaylen is, what does his special teams tape look like? Because you don't see that in practice right now. The way Danny constructs his drills is not designed for these dudes to, really be able to display the full potential on special teams. It's more so teaching. And when these games happen, that's when he allows these guys an opportunity to go out there and show what they can do. So for Jaylen, I need to see what that looks like, because they're trying to unseat Benny Snell. And Benny's best attribute, what he brings to the team, is his special teams productivity. So I need to see which one of them, whether it's Jaylen or Master Teague, who can be a more productive teamer than what a Benny Snell would be, to even have them in that conversation of legitimately making this roster. Because to me, Anthony McFarland, I think that he is going to carve himself and have a nice little role based on what he does in his skill set. We already talked about Najee. So now is Benny, Jaylen, and Master. You know what I mean? In terms of how they're doing it. Mateo, he has a concussion, so he's been out. But it's like, with those three dudes, we know what Benny already has in terms of why he's ahead of you guys. And he's been doing it for a couple of years here now as well. So they really are going to have to have a hot special teams tape in preseason if they legitimately want to beat out a Benny Snell, because they're not going to get running back touches. You're not putting them on this roster because, hey, man, I'm taking touch from Najee to get to these guys. It's like, I don't feel that confident about them to that extent just yet. Now, they could grow into that, but today it's like, no, I wouldn't take Najee off the field to have them out there. Nah.
Sure.
So if you're not doing that, then what do you bring to the table? Special teams. And that's the part where I think Jaylen will give me a little bit more than I think Master Teague would right now.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. You want me to hit these super chats?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Is there anything else you wanted to bring up?
No, because I think I had pretty much everything I wanted. And Steven Sims, he was the other dude, man. He would have had a touchdown yesterday, bro. Beat cover 2. I think it was Mitch that threw it into the honey hole. Beautiful, right above the squat corner, shallow of the safety. Steven catches it right in the little bubble. Puts foot in the ground. He makes the safety miss, bro. Okay. I know the defense tried to sell it, bro. He made that man miss. And it would have been a foot race. Cam Sutton, low key, I think caught him. It would have been dicey. It was like in that 5-yard range of, could this guy dive? If this was game, would he have, you know what I mean? But Cam was flying. Cam flew from the other side of the field and caught to him. But I'm just like, bruh. Them dudes on the side, he was down. I'm like, nah, bro. He stuck right around that man. I said, ooh. Yeah. So I was definitely surprised and slightly impressed by that one. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. He's probably not making the team.
I know.
There's so many receivers.
When it happened, I'm like, yo, that was dope. But then I was remembering, I was like, yo, just a series earlier, it was when George was going nasty. So it's like, But no, it was definitely exciting, though. For Steven, man. It looked good for him, man.
Just momentum. Moats, give Tomlin and company a shout-out from your boy. So if you go out to camp again.
Tell him again. All right.
Timothy Roberts, what would Big Ben do with this talent on this team this year? And who will have better stats? Oh, I like this one. Who will have better stats between Claypool and George? 5K, 40 touchdowns. Maybe 4,500 yards because we'll probably run it with Najee
You
a fair
said
amount.
George is gonna have 5,000.
No, Big Ben. What would Big Ben do with the talent?
Oh,
on
I
his
was
team?
like, what?
Yeah, 40 tugs and at least 4,500 yards, just depending on how much we want to hand it off to Najee.
Okay, all right.
It's a shame we don't get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You got any stat line predictions?
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
All right, what about better stats between Claypool and Pickens?
Um,
I think Pickens.
well,
am I buying the hype a little bit too much? But Claypool's got his own hype going though too because
he does.
Brandon Marshall working with him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Pickens. He's becoming a quarterback favorite in camp.
No,
They're
he
going to be
definitely
looking
is,
to
man.
him in regular season.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to see Pickens.
Either
in the game
way,
first. Yeah.
It's going to be close probably.
Yeah, I'm leaning Claypool right now just because it's the NFL, and outside of Justin Jefferson, Randy Moss, and Jamar Chase, I have not seen a ton of what we're trying to say is going to happen, and I'm hoping it does happen, but we just haven't seen a lot of that. So I just like to side with history in this instance. So I'm going to go with Chase. I think that Chase is healthy, man. Chase will be fine. Obviously, Chase has still gotten better each and every season as well. Now we know to varying degrees of what we may or may not have wanted to see in certain elements from him, but he's still, last year he still was a super productive receiver. Like, let's not get that twisted. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. The hate went a little too far for Claypool too, I think. It's been obvious the hate's way too far for Mason, but even with Claypool.
It's like with Claypool, the talent is there, the productivity is there at times. It's just the comments, I think that's what rubs people the wrong way a little bit. But it's a different
first
generation.
Down in the Vikings game.
Yeah, but it's a different generation, man. Like, they're younger. So for them, it might not be to the same level, of, man, you can't say this or you can't act like that. You can't do certain things. Like, maybe for them, it doesn't feel like that. And we just got to understand that, man. And that's kind of how I try to take that approach with some of those younger guys like that I may not fully understand.
Fish Momentum says, my knees are bad, but I'll destroy y'all in dancing.
Oh, man, you probably will. I dance, but I don't dance. I dance with my family in the crib. I'm not let's go out here on the dance floor and get it in. I ain't got that in me. No.
Mike Matizic, hey guys, missed you while on vacation for 2 weeks in Philippines.
Dang,
sounds like a fun trip. Hope you enjoyed it.
Philippines. What was the invite? Deke, did you get an invite?
No.
That's crazy. Hope you enjoyed yourself though, man. Love that. Let's go.
Fish Momentum, if Mason and Mitch don't make it, bring Ben back. Those are my two options. It's either you bring Ben back or you start Pickett. So whatever the Steelers want to do.
Okay.
Priority one or option one would be bring Ben back, but I could see if Tomlin or Omar Khan, they're not going to do that because I think they've moved on. They've said that pretty much with their actions, and Ben has said it on the radio shows and stuff. So just start Pickett then. Yeah. Either one I'm good with.
There it is.
Bring Ben back or start Pickett. Those are the two options.
There it is.
When things are going awry this season.
There it is.
Only two options.
There it is.
Farron Bradford. Coach T expects our defense to be dominant, so we should be top 3 and not 2 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, top 3 and not 2 and 3.
Deke. I was say, come on,
so
Deke,
number
man.
1.
Yeah.
So who in the AFC do you think will keep us up at night? I got the Chargers, the Bengals, and potentially Denver.
It's in the AFC?
I mean, there's probably like 7 or 8 teams that are going to be good.
I mean, yeah, you still got, obviously, Mahomes with the Chiefs. Baltimore's always in that kind. Man, there's a ton of teams in the AFC, man. Yeah. Whew. We know the AFC is.
Yeah, let's worry about our
we got
division.
The Raiders. I'm about to say, yeah, we got.
We don't got to worry about the
AFC
AFC West,
yeah.
right? We don't have to worry about them. We played them last year.
Yeah, but we got to worry about this division, man. We win that, everything will take care of itself. Man.
Yeah, who do we got? We got NFC South.
Yeah.
And who the hell is the other division? Is it?
Oh, man.
I don't remember. But we don't got to worry about the AFC West. And they're probably the best division in the league right now. AFC North, second or third between us and the NFC West. But yeah, let's worry about our division.
Yeah, let's stay there.
This jumped on me. I'm at Fran Bradford.
No, that's it. Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the disrespect from the media, bro. They ride what's trendy. This is basically what I was saying last podcast. They ride what's trendy and don't really know the game. Made the playoffs twice with a quarterback. All right, now he's going too far with this comment. Made the playoffs twice with a quarterback 2 years past his retirement, but we still keep winning. They better quiet up when we up the fire.
I agree with that 100%, fam. You could not have said that.
I like
quote.
the first
No.
half of what he
Everything
said.
that you said there was absolutely amazing. That's perfect right there. That's perfect. You don't agree with that, Deke? You don't like that energy, Deke?
He was on point in the first half of
I
it.
thought that was start to finish, especially in the middle portion. I thought it was start to finish perfect.
It is disrespectful, though. I mean,
I
it's
just don't
happened so
understand.
many times. These last two, I mean,
But you gotta realize, bro, it's
made the playoffs. Everyone's writing us. I mean, this is after
But-
even last year.
but you
What
have
were
to
we?
ask
1-3,
yourself,
1-4,
though,
or
like,
something?
What is the job of the national media, though? Their job isn't to give this type of stuff, you know? Their job is just to give you, you know, who's going to click in, who wants to watch, who wants to hear about this. Dallas gets talked about a ton because everybody wants to hear about Dallas. Pittsburgh, we know, hey, man, if I say anything negative, I'm going to get Steelers fans to tune in. So I got that part of it. You know what I'm saying? We know we can talk Patriots at times. Green Bay. So, man, I look at it like that.
That's fine. We'll
I
call
don't
them
buy
out,
too much
though.
into it,
We'll
man.
call them out when we have to.
Man, y'all just, all right. Well, hey, it is your energy, and you can send that energy wherever you would like to.
Right. Chris
Absolutely.
Taylor, Pickens equals Julio Jones 2.0. How about that?
Okay, all right.
Might be better. Dondre Izeli. Antoine Randall and Deuce Staley are coaches on Hard Knocks.
Heck yeah.
Former Steelers who won Super Bowls with the Steelers. Ever thought about
And they the
coaching
homies
moats?
too, man. Especially Randall Love. That's my dude right there, man. But no. I've been offered multiple times, whether it's professionally, collegially, and even high school. Right now I don't have any desire to coach, man. I'd much rather be with my family. Enjoy this time, man. Love kicking it with Deke. Love doing the media thing, man, but just being in control of my schedule. Whereas when you're coaching, unless you're the head coach, you're not in control of your schedule. And Deke, playing in the league, bro.
And if you
Job
were the head
security-
coach, you could be in control of your schedule. You probably got to work way
I
harder.
got to work way harder, absolutely. But also the other part of it is this, man. As a player, when we talk job security, we know as a player in the league, man, they can trade you whenever they want. They can cut you whenever they want. Even when you sign new deals, we see guys get moved. You can get drafted in the top 10. A guy can get moved the next year. So it's not a lot of stability. It's not a lot of job security. You're constantly feeling like, hey, even if I sign a new deal, we're good for the next 2 years, but hey, we could potentially be having to move in 3 years. So you always feeling like that. As a coach, it's the exact same thing. If your head coach isn't having success, they could get rid of the whole staff. If your head coach wants to change up or a Brian Flores becomes available to you, maybe they want to make that switch. Say you're coaching, man, and you just got players that aren't good enough, or your players don't care enough. I don't want my job and my family's livelihood to be, related to somebody else's performance. As a player, at least I can control that.
Right.
I can say, hey, man, I'm going to bust my tail. I'm going to go out here and do what I need to do. I can take care of that. As a coach, man, you're just kind of stuck. And I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that, man. And I don't have that patience when it comes to entitlement. Yeah. And sometimes with the newer generation of athletes, that entitlement pops up a lot. And being that I've played at the highest level in the NFL, I just don't have the patience for entitlement, bro. I don't. When you start talking back, you telling me you know more than me in football. I'm like, bruh, I done forgot more than you done learned. I ain't got time for it. So that's the other reason why I don't want to get into coaching right now. So we'll see, man. Maybe like 20 years down the line or something.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
1148.
Bro, that's a heck of
JH93
That's
says
a heck of a name, bro.
Steelers in the love from Cleveland, Ohio.
Shout out to that, man. Behind enemy lines too, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
thanks
go.
for representing up there. Farron Bradford says, I love our cornerbacks, but I would love more athleticism in the group. We should have traded for C.J. Henderson last year. Carolina only gave up a third for him.
I think we talked about that, right?
We did,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we
we
were
did talk
for
about that.
the
Yeah.
trade for sure. I'm with
definitely
him on
were.
that. But think about this.
Yeah.
Who did we spend a third-round pick on this year?
Yeah.
Marvin
I'm with you.
Leal, and
I'm
I
with you.
think
I'm
Leal
with you.
could be just as valuable, if not more valuable, than a C.J. Henderson.
Career-wise, yes. I don't think this year, though.
Right.
Yeah. Career-wise, though, definitely. Well,
Having C.J. Henderson, maybe we don't sign Levi Wallace.
yeah. But if you have a C.J. Henderson and you think about what the hopes are, what he could be, or at least what he could be when he was drafted and stuff like that, you would just think that you're getting, that staple corner for
Right.
however many years. So, yeah.
Quan Black, what up, fellas? Hope y'all enjoying the summer safely.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Y'all think we can use Connor as a Kelsey-like tight end? Well, he says with trick plays and delayed play action stuff.
Some of the Kelsey behind the line of scrimmage stuff, yes. Not the Kelsey down the field stuff, but I know what
That's
you're talking
more
about.
move.
Yeah, when you're talking about some of the shuffle pass stuff, some of the misdirection stuff that they had going on, especially late in the year for Kansas City, where they were highlighting the different ways how Mahomes would throw it underhand, he would fake this one, and it's like the same set. yes, Connor Hayward, they do use him in that capacity, but that's the only capacity that Connor and Kelsey are used the same way. Yeah. But I do like that idea, though.
Hayward
man.
was catching those bombs down the field, you said, though.
That's still, it's a different style of play. That's all. Like he
ain't cooking them with the routes.
Yeah, because it was another. The play would have been a sack, but it was a running back yesterday that caught a bomb. I forgot on the right sideline, and you read about it, and it's like, oh, this running back caught a bomb. You're thinking like, yo, it was a crazy route, and it's like, nah, it was a wheel route versus a fire zone. The seam flat defender didn't, run with it. So it's like, yo, he caught the bomb, but what about it? But that's a difference between like a dude routing a guy up, like how Kelsey routes guys up.
Stella Fierce giving us some support. Thank you.
Salute you, absolutely.
Fish Momentum says this team is going to surprise us for many years to come.
Man, I'm hoping so, baby.
AJ Martinez, they need to give 14 number 1. I thought he was going to pick number 1.
One issue, right? That's his. I did see that on IG. That's his handle, right? One issue.
Oh yeah, he was number 1 in college.
That's a pretty dope name too.
Yeah, this goes back to I remember having the conversation of like, oh, should they bring back 1 because it's unofficially retired because of Anderson, the kicker, and I said, yeah, we should for Pickens. Yeah. So I think that was a good take. That thing's gonna hold up.
That is not a good take, man. You can't unretire a unofficially retired jersey just because this dude's nice.
Pickens, bro. Pickens.
So?
If anyone deserved it was Pickens.
What did Pickens win 7?
Can't do it. There's levels. I mean, 7 versus Gary Anderson. There's levels to this.
I don't even want to know.
Quan Black. Heard Pierre playing a little better than Lane. Does this bode well for Pierre or look bad for Lane?
I like how you're throwing it and playing a little better. They're both like the same right now. I think they're both putting together good camps. They're both doing positive things. That's the like quiet battle that's been going on behind the starting 3 battle, the James Pierre and Justin Lane fight. They're both doing some positive things out there. I can't say which one I think is playing a little bit better because their games are still very different. You know what I mean? Like Justin, he has like that big speed. He's long. With Pierre, it's more of like the scrappy, the grittiness, the physicality and stuff like that. But we'll see, man, come Saturday. That's the thing for those two dudes. Because they fall into that same Spillane and Devin Bush and Benny Snell type of category of they're not young players. They know how to practice. They still struggle in certain elements of ball placement. Or not ball placement, but playing the ball and stuff like that. But for them, man, we're going to see. I think for those two dudes specifically, I don't think one or the other has separated themselves from the other drastically. I think come Saturday, though, if one of those guys goes out there and makes a play, that can change that dynamic. Then we could get some separation. But right now, I'm saying it's a coin flip between them two dudes, man.
Eric Long, whatever happened with Jeremy McNichols? He got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. They put him on injured reserve. And then after that, they'll probably, once he gets healthy enough or when the regular season hits, they'll injury settlement him, and that'll be it. Yeah. Because whenever you go on injured reserve prior to training camp, that's what I ended up doing out in Arizona. It ends up where you can't come back to that team that year unless you essentially sign off that you're going to take a payment from them and you rehab on your own. It's a little bit dicey. It's a little risky, especially if, you're in this situation. I don't recommend it. I recommend, well, it depends on his stage of his career. I was at a different stage of my career. I said, go ahead and give me my money. I'm going to go ahead and rehab on your dollar. I'm going to do it the safe way. But that also meant I couldn't come back and play for Arizona that season. If Jeremy has hopes that, hey, down the line he might return, then you don't do that. You say, hey, coach, give me 3 weeks game checks. I will figure this out on my own. If y'all got availability in 3 weeks, let's hope everything can work out. If not, thanks for doing business. So that's kind of how that dynamic is right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bacon Cowboy, favorite non-Steeler NFL player?
Hold on, say it again now.
Who is your favorite non-Steeler NFL player?
Oh, man, I had, it was, I've always got 2 dudes, man. Deion Sanders, Ray Lewis. Like, those are my guys. It was Deion Sanders since I was like a kid because I tell you, as a kid, I grew up as a Cowboys fan. So that's what made me want to play football. Seeing the 21 with the star, the bandana. Like, I think I have a picture somewhere of me going to like career day and I dressed up as Deion Sanders. Now, granted, we was poor, so I didn't have a Cowboys jersey. I didn't even have the same colors, but I wore 21 in my rec uniform. So I had on it was a black and gold Pirates jersey because we were the Pirates. Crazy that it was the Steelers colors, though. So it was black and gold, 21, but I had a green bandana because that's the only bandana I could find. But Deion Sanders always wore a bandana, so it was always him. And then when I got to high school and I started playing, like, defense, because when I was young, I just played running back. I only wanted to play offense. But when I got to high school and I switched to playing defense, that's when I started looking at Ray Lewis and made me put on that 52. And I just became like obsessed with him throughout my whole career up until I came to Pittsburgh. Oh, actually, no. I stopped liking Ray once we played Ray my rookie year. And I tell you, he beat us, ripped the ball out. You know, it was in overtime. He strips the ball. We felt like it should have been blown dead. That was supposed to be our win. I was supposed to feel excited about that. He rips the ball out. We end up losing. I run right by him, pissed off, never spoke to him. Yeah, so that's, you know, my feelings on Ray. But prior to that, I was definitely a big fan of him from an on-field perspective, man, just his mentality. And, you know, just how he leaded his team, how he was a leader of men. So I like that part.
I'd probably say Vic.
Vic was that dude.
Yeah, growing up,
Vic
I mean,
was definitely that dude,
yeah,
man.
it was the era. So,
Yeah.
like, we drafted Ben. Like, Ben was my favorite player. But, like, in terms of, like, around the league,
Yeah.
I mean, Vic being in Mad, like, just the electrifying game that he had.
Vic was nuts. The only reason why Vic wasn't my favorite, because, like, I never played quarterback. Like, I never wanted to play quarterback. I wanted to hit quarterbacks. I wanted to hit people with the ball. So, like, I loved Vic, but we always looked at Vic like, bro, that's the guy, like, from the area. We want to be that. But we don't necessarily feel like he was, like, our favorite player. Like, he wasn't, like, my favorite player. It was like, yo, I'm trying to be talked about from this area as, yo, he made it out too. But Moats did too. Like, I was trying to be that versus, like, yo, let me watch his tape. I just can't wait to do this. Like, you know what I mean? It was like a different dynamic for me being in that area. But, man, Vic was a monster, bro. Oh, my God. Vic was a monster.
Dave Shipley. Ben, I think, would love the new line and receivers. I agree.
I would definitely agree with that, man.
It'd be like Christmas.
And speaking of that new line, dang, it's already 11:37. Holy cow.
We cooking.
Yeah, we are cooking. But,
I
speaking
feel like
of the
we're
new
actually
line,
on good pace, though, right? Because we covered, like, the training camp stuff.
Absolutely.
We just have that one final topic, really.
that's
Oh,
it.
the lines, though.
That's what I forgot. Yeah. So I was like, we get a little dicey. Getting a little dicey, man. Getting a little dicey.
Well, we only have 2 more here, right?
Yeah.
Or
But,
a few more. Oh, holy hell.
But I was going to say, man, Kendrick Green, though. Kendrick Green, man. He showed some anchoring yesterday. That's all I'll say. He showed some anchoring. And what I mean by anchoring is in terms of, you know, the bull rush. Certain things, like we said, we know he can pull. We know he has good quicks and stuff like that. But we wanted to see, you know, when you're playing against bigger body guys or you're playing against the bull rush, what does that look like? Excuse me. And, yeah, I thought yesterday he did have a couple of reps, man. Like I said, we're not crowning him, just acknowledging it, that he did have some good reps yesterday, though, versus some bigger body interior D linemen that were trying to bull rush him, laying it on bad. I mean, one of them dudes did get one of them dudes really gory on the inside. But as a whole, Kendrick was holding his own in terms of anchoring. So I was really pleased to see that from him. Now we just need to see if he can do it more consistently and stuff like that, and obviously in the game. But that was good that he was at least displaying that yesterday in the full padded practice.
Dave Shipley says, sorry, I haven't been around, been out of the country. That's fine. Everyone's got their summer
Live your best
vacations,
life, man.
summer
Heck
plans.
yeah. If you ain't stepping out the country, what you doing? Come on now.
No need to apologize. R. Barley, 18, further about the Mitch take. Maybe he's seen what he was up against and knew
he had it covered.
Knew he had it covered, or even was told behind the scenes, this is your job this year. Not like a coach ever lied to the media before.
Hey, I like this conspiracy. Maybe he is right.
It's locked in.
Maybe it's locked in. Maybe the sluggish performances at time was solely because he wanted to just, you know, test his receivers out, see what George could do. You know, see what these other guys could do.
Yeah, we'll find out in preseason. I mean, does it stop in preseason?
Nah. You do it during the games because you need to see what your guys are going to do in state.
That's what I mean. So he can still use the excuse.
So I'm rolling with that excuse for him. Just throwing it out there.
Dave Shipley, we're lobbying for you to be with Ramon or vice versa, guys.
Hey, shout out to the homie, man. Moan. I need to hit him up too, man. See what's going on with his life. Checking on him and the fellas.
AJ Martinez, 14 can wear 1A jersey. LOL. Nah.
You can't get a little 1A?
Nah, just stick with 14.
Oh.
But he's about to redeem the number. That number has had some bad history over these last 10, 15 years.
Hasn't been the most ideal. I would agree.
Lima Swede, Ray McLeod.
Don't you Ray, don't
Sammy
you throw,
Coates.
you can't throw Ray in there. Ray just got paid to go to San Fran.
Yeah.
Ray was a brace spot.
But if he's the best one to wear number 14,
that's fine. He's not the worst one. That's all I'm saying.
Definitely not.
So
Definitely
you can't throw up a Ray McLeod in that thing, man. Ray was straight, man.
He wasn't bad.
He was straight.
Not too many people wore 14 though. So this is Pickens' chance to really put a stamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a riddle. So I watched the game when you smashed Brett Favre. But yeah, but you were dope. been catching you guys. I think he's trying to say, but y'all are dope. Been catching you guys on Steeler Nation, just supporting the show. Dope shirt, Deke. Thank you.
Oh, no, I salute you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. I was actually thinking about that Brett Favre play yesterday because I was getting prepared for my interview on Saturday at the game, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask him what his favorite sack is. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the guy I'll be interviewing and stuff like that. And then it had me thinking, I was like, what's the favorite player I've ever hit? Favorite quarterback I done got out there. And I started thinking, I'm like, yeah, it's probably Favre. It's definitely Favre. Yeah. I was like, we all got that one. I was like, yeah.
Makes sense.
Because I was like, yo, is that a good question to ask a guy? Like, yo, who's the favorite quarterback you hit? It was your favorite
I think it's
sack?
a great question.
And I was like, low key, like, yeah. Because I'm like, I love, like, my Brady. I love smashing a Vic. Like, I love certain players. Like, yo, it means a little bit more with certain players. So, yeah.
I think it's a great question. R. Barley 18. Agree about the DB commenter. Should have scooped Elam up in the first. Took Howe later. Oh, come on. Don't see that big of a gap in Kenny and Howe as having a true number one cornerback prospect.
How you feel
Yeah, I guess
that?
Elam was available. Hill, if we wanted like that extra safety in case Edmonds has to leave. Nah, we're good. I'm good with what we did.
Fair enough.
I'm good with what we did.
Yeah, we here now, man. We ain't looking back. Burn the boats.
Exactly. At this point, I like the corners we got too. I don't think corner was like that much of a priority.
No, this is the byproduct of George Pickens. That's what we're trying to figure out. When George is doing what George does, people gonna start asking these. They start second guessing, start looking into it a little bit more because it's like, yo, why is this rookie doing this? Unless this rookie is that. So if the rookie is that, everything is fine. But if this rookie is not that, then we might have issues. So that's part of it, man.
Because we had Levi and Akello signed before the draft, right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think it was only if like Gardner or Stingley fell to us where it would be like a legitimate conversation. I thought for cornerback. So nah, we're good. We're good. Steelers thought Pickett was the franchise guy.
Yeah.
So you go with him. AJ Martinez, Sabotage 7. We would be favorites for the Super Bowl if Ben played this year. My man AJ spitting facts. Yeah. And we have, I think this is the last one.
Yes.
Baron Bradford, what has the O-line been looking like so far in camp? I still have reservations for the zone blocking scheme. Also, how do we feel about Canada from stuff implemented in camp?
All right. Well, first start off with the Canada part of it. To me, I think the offense that he's been implementing has been looking fine. It's been versatile. It's not a ton of the jet sweeps and lateral stuff that we were seeing at times. I think he is taking some more chances downfield. I think that they're playing with some pace as well, which I do like. And part of that, in terms of the movement that they use with the quarterbacks as well, is the difference though when you're talking about Trubisky, Pickett, and Mason in contrast to Big Ben. Ben can't, like, the way that they're having these quarterbacks move and stuff like that, that wasn't in Ben's wheelhouse last year. That wouldn't be in his wheelhouse this year. So I do think that it looks good at times in practice. I don't want to say it has like a West Coast feel, but it does have like a timing element to it in certain capacities. And that's the part, like when it's ran right and the reads are done right, it looks good. It looks crisp. It's like, okay, I can see the explosiveness. Okay, I see how you're getting the ball in that playmaker's hand. I see how you're doing this right here. But then other times when they're not on the same page, you're like, bruh, what are you guys doing over there? So for me, man, I think and even in preseason, I doubt we're going to get a ton of feel for what they're going to be doing in the season, because what they've been running in practices and stuff like that, they're not going to run a ton of that in these preseason games, because you just no point in putting all that on tape right now. You don't want teams knowing your first week's game plan, you know.
Serious question. How do you feel about all the fans posting these videos online then?
Well, this is the thing. And this is part of why when we talk about credentialed media versus social media, like people that post up there, that's why the team doesn't allow us to do that, because we have more intimate access. Me as an alumni, I have like the black card of like access, you know what I mean? But like for the media members, like when it's closed practices, we could technically, before fans are out there, we are there for walkthroughs. If we wanted to, we could record every single thing, formation, sky view, everything. And yeah, when it's coming from that on a day-to-day basis, you could put together a full playbook if you wanted to. What the guys are showing on social media, different angles, is not the same. I'm not saying it's janky at times, but it's just, in terms of trying to hang your hat on, hey, we're going to introduce this as a game plan. We're going to introduce this in the big meeting. Hey, these are some concepts, these are some things. You're not going to get enough of that from that consistently to say, hey, this is a trend. Hey, this is something we need to watch for. Whereas when you're talking about the credentialed media people that are out there and the access that they get, if they were allowed to record the way that they could record or the way that you see some of the people doing on social media, you would know a lot more about what this team is trying to run, how they're trying to operate it, personnel groupings and everything. The groups that we saw in the walkthroughs for who's going to be out there for the starting unit, it's like, okay, oh, this how we knew that this guy was back available. That's how we knew that that guy was back available probably 2 hours before everybody else did because we were down there for the walkthrough. We could see that. I'm looking at Pat. I'm like, oh, Pat's up. How do you know? That's the starting unit right there. He's with it. He's running that. That's the full game. Okay, that's the play they're going to start with. All right, dope. They don't get that access. So if we were doing that, that's where it becomes an issue.
I guess that makes sense too, because if other teams really wanted to, they could just send a spy in and chill
and just
up
sit
in
up
the
there.
stands.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get that level of consistent view. This is what they're doing and going like that. So that's the only reason why I don't think, I don't think it's as big of a deal.
Okay,
right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and like today's practice is closed to the public. You know what they're running today? This is their mock game. They're going to run what they're legit trying to run, whether it's tomorrow or say they're preparing for week 1, going on the road to Cincinnati. These are some of the things that they're going to be working on today. Even though they're not running this stuff tomorrow, they'll still be, this time they start getting it going. This is what we're going to be talking about. These are the concepts we're going to get introduced. I'm not going to call all this, but just getting ready with it.
There's probably some hidden Patriots guy or something in the bushes.
They're going to need some more hidden stuff, man. But hold on, that's right. They got Mac Jones, man. They'll be all right. Oh, Lord, your friends then pulled back up, too. They was gone for a little bit.
Yeah, I guess
then your little freak joints came through, huh?
This is the last one, too. Elijah Boykin says, late, but I made it. Just showing some love.
Hey, salute you, baby. Let's go.
Thanks, bro.
I like it. All right, so looks like we got about 13. That's perfect. All right, because this we ain't got to spend a ton of time on. It's just more of a brief discussion, man. But in terms of who we feel has the most to prove in Saturday's game, for me, I know off the top of my head, man, I just had 3 dudes that I wanted to just briefly discuss in terms of who I think has the most to prove from my perspective. First one being Mason Rudolph. I think that for him, he's not Mitch Trubisky right now. He's not the front runner. He's not Kenny Pickett. He's not the guy that they just drafted 20th overall and have high expectations for. There's still question marks around if Mason can be the guy. So to me, I think that Saturday is another big opportunity for him to prove that he can be a guy in this league, that he can be the starter in this league. He feels like, he's done it before, but we talked about the mixed bag. In camp, it's been a mixed bag. At times, he looks like he can do it. This is where you got to really prove it, though. I think he needs to go out there and prove that he could be the guy. And how does he do that? I think he has to play with a lot more confidence on a play in and play out basis. And I think he has to take chances, bro. Like, Mason, I don't feel like it hurts him to have an interception if that interception was him taking a chance downfield. I don't want to see the super clean, he was 9 for 12, 60 yards. And it's like, bro, you never took any shots. Like, I want to see you take a shot. I want to see you take some
points
chances.
Up on the board,
absolutely,
too.
Man. I think for him, that'll be significant in him really, making a case for him being QB1 this year. Because if he's not QB1, I don't see how that dynamic really works with keeping him here, especially with Kenny continuing to improve. It's kind of like, if I was going to make a switch from Trubisky during the season, if I'm to that point anyways, I'm going to just go with the young boy. I don't want to go Mitch to Mason. It's right. Like if Mason won, then okay, it's Mason, and then you would switch to Kenny. I don't want to go Mason to Mitch. I don't want to go Mitch to Mason.
Right.
Whichever it is, you're going from them to Kenny. And that's the part for me when I think of Mason. I say, that's the part where you really got to show that. The next guy, Devin Bush. And why is that Devin Bush? Because he needs to prove that he is worth the Steelers taking a chance on him. We talked about Roquan Smith. We talked about, the different linebackers in the draft. We know we were excited when we brought in Miles Jack. But all of this still is predicated on Devin Bush showing that last year was a one-off. Showing that, whatever has been his past, that's going to be different. And now going forward, he's going to be the player that we drafted, thinking that he could do certain things. That's what he has to go out here and start to prove. The practices are the practices. We could take them as we take them. We broke them down. We've talked about, how he's been performing in contrast to Robert Spillane. But it's like now that the games are here, Coach Tomlin said it himself. The games are weighted more. they matter more. They count more. I would much rather you save all your playmaking for Saturday's game if you're Devin Bush. You know, if that's what it takes. And I wouldn't even care that we haven't seen a ton of playmaking from him throughout training camp thus far if you're doing it in stadium, because in stadium matters. So that's the thing with Devin, man. And I think that for him, if not now, then when? Like, we know in the past we heard guys, oh, he don't need to show up in the preseason. No, he's good. He can wait. No, man. George Pickens, I don't need to see a lot from him. Man, just, hey, get him to week 1. That's not the case for Devin. I don't want to hear Devin, I'm waiting till week 1 to play my best and be productive. Right. I don't want to hear any of that. I don't think that that's very smart on his end if that's the approach that he's taken. And I don't think that is, but just to communicate that, I do think that for him, he needs to treat this like this is a regular game in terms of his mentality and preparation. That's something that as a player that has done it a while, it does get a little tricky with preseason games when you're so used to regular season games. And for Devin, he's played in a lot of regular season games. So yes, it still is tough mentally at times, but for him, he doesn't have that luxury from my perspective to come into this thing and treat it as a preseason only game. I think he needs to come in here locked and loaded like it's a regular season game and play with that type of intensity, because Spillane, that's what he's bringing right now. And then the final guy is Kenny Pickett, man.
Oh.
And the reason why I feel like it's Kenny Pickett is this is going to be his first introduction, his first impression to Steeler Nation in stadium.
I think Malik Willis put some heat on him too.
The next thing I have up here, Malik Willis / Bailey Zappi. What they did yesterday also adds to that, because everybody's hollering about Malik, right? That was the first thing as soon as you open up the chat. Hey, man, we missed on Malik. We should have got Malik. We should have got Malik. Well, if you don't want to keep hearing that more and more and more, go out here and silence it. And this is his first chance to do that. This is his first chance to show what he brings to the table, to show why he was the only first-round draft pick quarterback in this year's draft. Show why the Steelers were geniuses. Show that. And that's the part for him that I'm excited about. And also, I think that for him, in terms of his QB1 aspirations this season, this is another huge step in that direction. I don't care what he's done in training camp thus far. If he goes in this game and he wets the bed, the moment's too big for him, we're going to be over here like, maybe we need to dial it back some. Maybe he isn't going to get that opportunity this season. Maybe we should wait. But if he goes out there and he looks the part, he has a play or two like how Malik had. Not saying that Malik had a great game, because he didn't. But he had some plays where it's like, yo, you see it. Bailey Zappi has some plays where you see it. It's like, man, if Kenny goes out there and has some of them plays where you're like, okay, that's what we wanted to see. That's what you're talking about. I think that will put him in a great position to have the team feeling more open to him getting that chance this season versus it having to wait and be, down the line.
Nice. Initial name I thought of for the most approved was Mitch, just because you're apparently quarterback one. The spot is yours to lose. Show them why you were literally the first signing in the free agency period.
I mean, free agency
in the whole NFL.
It opened for like 5 minutes. It was like, boom, we got to sign him. I'm like, how y'all get that deal done that quick?
Yeah, so they're saying the QB1 spot for him is his to lose. And I think he's got to go out there and just at least show he's in command of the offense. Some of the stuff that you're hearing with him over these last couple practices is he's getting more comfortable, more confident. He's telling receivers what to do. He's getting frustrated. And that's, I guess, showing some leadership. We got to see it in this preseason game, because you're right with the whole Pickett scenario. If Pickett lights it up and Mitch and Mason are pedestrian, I think Pickett's chances of starting this year go a little bit more up. The reason I wasn't thinking Pickett for the prove it thing, I'm with you on for his aspirations to start this year.
Yeah.
It's just I don't think anything's riding or dying on this first preseason game for his future with the Steelers at all. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I do. The only reason I think of it is like this. If this is his first chance in the stadium, he goes out there, he stinks it up, multiple interceptions, or just looks lost, or it looks like he's not in control of this offense, Coach Tomlin and them are going to become really, really nervous about that element of it. And I think they will dial it back in terms of the opportunities that they're trying to give him more of lately, where you're trying to seek, okay, can you run with the twos? Can you do more of that? All right. Well, you got to pass this next part of this exam before I can take you to potentially giving you QB1 reps.
Sure.
But you can't even talk starting if I can't even give you QB1 reps in practice just yet.
I'm
And if you don't look good out here in this game, why would I think to myself, oh, let's put more on his plate? That's the part when you're talking about that timetable of being a starter. Yeah,
I'm with you on that. If he's looking to start this year, I just think no matter what, they're going to give him the opportunity to be the QB1 down the line after the season. But, man, I mean, you're right. Pickett wants a chance. He's got to – this would be the start. This would be the start of it.
This is it right here, man. Yeah.
Devin Bush, obvious one. I'm with you on that. And then the third one, I was thinking Kendrick Green.
I'm loving that, man. Absolutely.
I think that one's kind of obvious, too.
Yeah.
Moving for center. We know what type of year he had last year. I mean, people are talking about maybe not even rolling with him on the team anymore. The only reason is, hey, we drafted him in the third round, so let's see what he got. Now we're moving him to the guard. You're saying there's good things happening in camp. If Dotson's going to be out, he's going to have a lot to prove. I mean, not only just to try to get that starting left guard spot, being in that competition with Dotson, but just making the team, showing that he belongs. Because he could be a solid contributor. Even if they still give Dawson the spot, Kendrick Green could be a valuable asset for us for not only this year, but for years to come if he flashes some versatility. Because if he could play on that left side, do we want him back at center? That's the other question. But then left guard, right guard in case like someone gets hurt.
But think about it. He still started how many games at center last year? Like, we know the O-line was a work in progress, but he still could get you out of a bind. That's all I'm saying. Like, so when you're talking about his versatility,
maybe someone gets hurt mid-game. I don't know if you have.
You don't want to start him.
I don't know if you have a week-long prep beforehand that you want to be going with Kendrick Green, but somehow, some way, someone gets hurt middle of the game, and you got to throw him in because
he can get
you got Hassenauer not dressed.
He will get you out of a bind.
Exactly. So yeah, those are probably my top three because everyone else, you could say the cornerbacks. It goes back to I don't know if DK Metcalf or Tyler Lockett are really going to play like that.
Yeah.
Minka, Edmonds, they got anything to prove. Miles Jack, I feel good about him. Offensive line as a whole, outside of Green, I want to see him. I'm excited to see him, but like in terms of like proving something, no. I think the three that we talked about. I mean, you could probably list any of the quarterbacks, have an angle on any of them. Devin Bush and Kendrick Green. I think everyone's in agreement that there's got to be top 4 of 5 or 6 guys that got something to prove here.
I would agree, man. I would agree.
That's it for that.
I like it, man.
So how are we looking here?
All right, so this is what we'll do, man. Because it's technically 3 minutes before 12. We will go to 12:15, but at 12:15, like it's got to be like a hard stop.
Given that grace period.
Yeah, it's got to be a hard stop at 12:15. Just open the phone lines up, man, because I do want people to,
takes
get a chance,
game.
man, what their thoughts are with that, man. So the phone line is 412-346-6955. Once again, 412-346-6955. Opening up these phone lines, baby.
I'll read some super chats.
Yeah, you open
we got
that
some
up.
space in between here. All right.
I got to turn on the phone line right now.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Black Hillbilly says, I think Kenny Socks Pickett will be fine, but he will always be compared to Malik.
Malik. All right, me.
Probably for Steeler Nation, yes, because of the hype before the draft and thinking that Tomlin was in love with Malik Willis and we were like locked into drafting him. Because I'm trying to think of the other rookie quarterback. Because usually it's the classic gets compared, right?
Yeah.
In terms of, hey.
I got a little feedback. Hold on.
Looking back with like Mahomes draft, it's usually like all it's not 1-to-1. Mahomes, Trubisky, Deshaun Watson.
I would agree.
Someone's calling in.
Yes, that's what I was like, bro. What are you doing?
Let's do it.
Hello.
Hey, what's up with it? It's Black and Yellow, Texas.
What did it do, Black and Yellow, Texas? Still, how we living on your side, baby?
What's popping?
Oh, man, we doing good. You know, it's Friday. We off from a job. We ain't got nothing to do.
Okay, so I know what that means. I know. We finna do. Yeah. Let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. Talk to me, though, baby. How you feeling about tomorrow's matchup, man? Who you excited to see?
Man, I'm ready. I've been ready since the last playoff game, since last year.
Let's get it.
But, yeah, I'm ready to see Pickett, man. I'm ready to see Pickett. And to be honest, I'm really ready to see, you know, our defense shine, you know, and the rookies. But I'm more excited about our defense, surprisingly, than our offense. I'm ready to see how all that's going to look.
Okay. So you want to see how the defense is going to look more than that offense. What are your thoughts on Devin Bush, man? You excited to see what he got? How you feeling about him, man?
Really what it is. Okay. That's really what it is. Devin Bush and Miles Jack. I'm ready to see them turn up, man. I think Devin is going to surprise a bunch of people. I don't know if he's going to play in the preseason, though. I don't think he'll be in the preseason, but You know, that's what I'm really waiting for, though.
Okay. No, I like that.
I had to bet. I think he plays.
I think so too. And I don't know if he's gonna play like a ton, like multiple quarters, but I definitely think he's gonna get at least a quarter between him and Spillane. I don't know how they're gonna split that up, but he should at least get a quarter.
If he gets a pick, man, that's gonna make my day.
I think that'll make a lot of our days if he gets a pick, man. I tell you that, baby.
Do you have any takes or predictions about what's going to happen tomorrow?
Yeah. Are we talking a score prediction?
No, just
like is
what's
George Pickens touchdown? Kenny Pickett giving us some action? Like, get
and toss us the score prediction at the end.
Calvin Austin's gonna get him a TD.
Who'd you say?
I think Calvin Austin is gonna burn some people. I think George Pickens is gonna be a dog.
Okay.
But I think Calvin Austin is gonna surprise a bunch of people.
All right, I like that. Then let's go.
All right, what's the score prediction then?
And Liao too, man. Liao's gonna tear some people up too.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him play. He's gonna get a lot of work in that second half, man.
But I definitely think Pickens is gonna be rookie of the year. That's what I'm shooting for.
I got to bet in.
All right,
I'm with you on that.
I'm liking these lofty expectations, man. Let's see how they look coming tomorrow, man. But no, man, this was definitely dope, baby.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. You know, him being in. I think there's only like two more other rookies that are probably going to be that have the opportunity, you know, and the playing time to get rookie of the year. I think George Pickens is definitely there. Like it's not something that's like unreachable. You know, I think he's going to get the playing time. I think there's going to be I think of what London might be one of the only other people, a few other people that are going to be put in a position to where they're going to get those snaps and get the playing time and get the catches and all that. So
I like
I'm
that.
really ready to see that.
All right. Well, shout out to you, Black and Yellow. Appreciate you as always for rocking with us, baby. You know we're gonna keep rocking with you. All right.
Already, boys. Hey, y'all enjoy y'all's Friday.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
sir.
indeed. Now he brought us some good ones right there, man. I forgot about Drake London. Yeah, that's. But my thing is,
any of those receivers too, potentially.
If Malik gets an opportunity to start games in Tennessee, I think that'd be another one we have to watch out for. So
yeah, that all depends on when. And I'd say Pickett here too. If Pickett somehow
if he gets some starts,
plays week 3 or 4, he'll put up enough stats to be in consideration.
No, without a doubt. All right, we got another call coming in. Here we go. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the line with today?
Najee Q,
Ooh,
a.k.a. Naughty or Nice.
What it do, Najee Q, a.k.a. Naughty or Nice? How we living on your side of town?
Yeah, I'm living good, man. I had a question about the secondary.
All right. Talk to me.
All right, so look, I've been reading, the practice rush from Alex Kozora and others, and I've been seeing, all right, so you got Levi Wallace playing right corner, or, Levi and Spoon playing corner, and then Minka playing in the slot with Cam Sutton playing free safety and Edmonds the strong safety. So I'm wondering, when it comes to the regular season, is that going to be, are we going to be playing those guys in those positions specifically?
I don't think they'll be locked into those positions like exclusively. That's the only spot they're going to play. I just think on paper, that's some of the things they want to introduce. But in the big picture, I mean, the way that Matt Cannon, I'm sure, would like to have it is all them dudes being able to have that versatility to just line up however, whenever. Because when you're talking about these receivers, when you're talking about what these running, and more particularly Najee, what he brings to the table, you can move these dudes around. They're all flexible as heck from a positional perspective, and they're super productive. And I feel like they can be super productive, especially if they are utilized the right way. And that's one of those things that I think with Canada's offense, you will be able to get. So I don't think that it's going to be locked in. I just think that on paper, that's kind of how they want to start it out, though.
Ooh, that makes a lot of sense.
I like it. I like it, man.
I love the show. You guys do a great job. Thank you. I'll let somebody else go on.
No, all good, man. We appreciate you as always, though, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Najee Q, a.k.a. Naughty or Nice. All right. Let me see. I got to open it back up, right? There it is. Boom. I had to remember that it's a delay, so I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing me talking still. I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't on right now. Then they'll call again.
Twilight Zone stuff.
I like it, though, man. Oh, here we go. Got another one. This from the 7-5. Hello. Talk to me. Who we on the hotline with, baby?
Hey, good boys. It's Bro Barian.
There he is.
Hello.
Oh, mama, there goes that man, the Brobarian. Talk to me, how we living?
Hey, living good, fellas. Living good.
No, I love
I am
that.
ready for y'all's question.
There it is. So, how you feeling about this
I
game?
wanna-
What you got? Go ahead, start it off there, man. What you got for us?
Oh, no, I just want to say, hey, Deke, I want to tell you that I do apologize for saying the list that one day because it looked like I
What?
probably ruffled some feathers when I said it that way. So I want to officially apologize just in case I said
What
that
was
wrong.
what was this?
I don't even remember all the way. You know we won't ever have any issues with
This-
you, though, baby.
Oh,
Come on now.
no.
All right.
This was. I think this is the quarterback list.
I think it was.
Oh hell no, dude! Come on.
Yeah.
We're talking football. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
was gonna say, I didn't think it was
hell
any
no.
smoke like that, though. Nah.
Hell no, bro.
All right, well, cool. All right, so I'm ready for y'all's questions, man. Let's do this.
Yeah, but talk to me about in terms of what you're looking for on the in this game on Saturday, man. Who you looking for? Who is somebody that you think is gonna stand out or anything, man?
No doubt, Devin Bush. I'm sorry. That is my biggest concern because when he was on point, he disrupted a lot of offenses for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Devin Bush, my number one AAA, I would definitely say, of course, the quarterback situation, but I think with the coaching staff that we got, I'm sure we can make that work. Because, I mean, hey, we love Ben, but he was, oh, man, I hate to say this. He was not 100% Ben, and they still found a way to make a
I
great
think now
game
you're
plan that
ruffling
helped
some
us.
feathers.
You should have saw Deke's face, God.
Dude, hey, Deke. Dude, I got Big Ben's jersey just signed. Dude, when I play Madden, I always pick Big Ben. I mean, I'm a Big Ben fan. But what I'm trying to say is, just like in the military, if you got that tank that was injured, we still going to find a way to hit that target. And that's why I kind of looked at what Tomlin was doing, right? Tomlin and the rest of the coaching staff. So my biggest thing is definitely Devin Bush. Situation with the quarterback staff. And I can't say game plan yet because you guys know this is kind of like just a testing situation. We want to see how these guys act when the pressure's on because, they say pressure busts pipes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at all of that, but at the same time, I want to see Bush do well. I want to see his thinking, right? And I want to see definitely our defensive backs because I think going against Pickens, it probably did help them do better to realize, hey, if he's as good as a rookie, can you imagine the guys we're going to be going against that are just as good as rookies or some veterans out there? You know what I'm saying?
Iron sharpens iron.
No question with that, man.
Yeah, sorry if I keep on going with the time, but I know you
No.
guys got
Hey, you good?
What do you got? Give us a take. Give us a prediction.
Who's going?
I'm thinking, in my mind, because they're going to be putting out everybody, so I'm thinking us 24-17.
Okay.
What happens?
That's
Give
the
us
score now.
give us a play. Give us something that happens.
I can see everybody tripping, but I can see Mason to Pickens for a freaking 40-yard touchdown.
Oh,
Let's go. Hey, man, I need that. If that happens, man, we all going crazy. Let's get it. Hey, as always, though, baby.
Unexpected.
Yes, I like that, though. Off the beaten path right there. That would be pretty dope. That would be pretty epic for what we need in this quarterback competition to just add some more juice to it. Even more juice than it already has.
Yeah.
That would be awesome right there. I would like that a lot, man. No, but, man, as always, baby, appreciate you anytime you tuning in. And more importantly, we get a chance to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And keep holding it down at the career, baby. Let's go.
All right. God bless y'all, man. Take care.
all right,
Likewise,
peace, bro.
baby. Peace. Let's go, man. All righty. What time? We still good on time?
12:09.
All right. Phone lines still opened up. They are still open. Number 412-346-6955. All right. Got another one coming in. Talk to me, baby. Who we on the hotline with?
Yo, it's Eddie Spaghetti. What's up, Moats? What's good, Deke?
What's the word?
What it do, Eddie Spaghetti? I like it. Let's go, baby. So, how you feeling about tomorrow's matchup, man? You excited about it? Who you looking for the most?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for all the quarterbacks. I'm nervous for the offensive line. I hope the offensive line at least plays at least two quarters at least. We got to see the whole offensive line
Okay.
as a whole play 2 quarters in my eyes.
Now, I like that. I could definitely see
I
that.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
If Mason does come in the second quarter, give him, for the most part, whatever Mitch had, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I like that.
And that's why Barbarian brought up Pickens dropping that touchdown. Like, are we going to
you're
keep
right.
Pickens in that long is the question.
He is a rookie.
I just really hope that one of the quarterbacks separates himself from the other guys. We got to see one guy make a big leap. We all can feel comfortable and be like, all right, he's definitely separating himself from the other guys, and we can feel comfortable about him going in the regular season.
Who do you think it is?
And, the receivers, I'm not really too worried about the receivers. I feel like all the receivers are going to play some good football, and it's going to be tough to cut certain guys out of the receiver group. I would like to keep 7 or 6, but that seems like it's going to be a tough number to keep.
You got a take on that quarterback, though? Who's the quarterback that's going to make you most confident?
My heart wants Trubisky to do it, but I would like to see Kenny P be that guy. But
okay.
after seeing Willis last night, I'm like, man, if Kenny can't be like something similar to Willis's gameplay and look efficient, then I'm kind of worried for Kenny. So,
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I can see it. I can see it.
People are going to be concerned.
They're going to do it.
People will be concerned if Pickett doesn't play good, but all I'm going to say is one preseason game.
That was one preseason game? Now you go there?
I am.
You ready to crown George Pickens, though?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no.
I think Atlanta plays today, and if Atlanta plays today, we all going to now compare him to Ritter. And then that's going to be another comparison later today.
But what if Ritter go out there and look good, though? If Ritter go out there and make some plays, that's all I'm saying. Make it look.
That's going to get all.
Yeah.
If Ritter plays good, everybody in Steeler Nation going to have a headache if Ritter plays good tonight.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. You could say I'm hedging, whatever, but if Pickett doesn't perform as well as we'd hope, it's early.
Fair
but
enough.
if he does play well,
should we crown him?
No, we're not going to crown him.
Okay.
No, we need to increase the reps,
Okay.
give him more and more of a legitimate shot to be the QB1. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be amped up, but I think that's the next natural progression where we don't have to go off the rails. It's like Pickett might belong. Let's keep giving him some more reps.
Fair enough.
You get what I'm saying?
I do. This is like the same Deke because we haven't seen it happen just yet. Let Kenny go out there and make one play.
I'm gonna have to do the AB.
You're gonna come in here. It's gonna be a wrap. So yeah.
I'm gonna have to do the AB dance. You got any hot takes for the game? Any big time predictions here?
I'm hoping, what's his name? Warren, right? I think his name's Warren, the running back.
Jalen Warren. Yep, out of Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm.
I hope he goes off. We got to see the running back, the backups. Like I said, same thing with the quarterback. We got to see one of the backup running backs separate himself. Like, we all been hoping, come on, Benny, let's go, Benny. And it's just like, it's the same outcome every year. So it's like, we need a new guy to come in and really take that spot and take that role. Like, someone like an Isaac Redmond back in the day, when we had him, he made a name for himself out there in Pittsburgh. So we got to have a good backup running back, because if Tomlin's going to run Najee to the ground like he did to Le'Veon, it's going to be tough for Najee to be on the Steelers for a very long time.
Fair enough.
Makes sense. He's
I
looking
like
out for
that,
Jalen
man.
Warren. I like that one.
I like that. Well, shoot, man. Salute you, though, Mr. Eddie Spaghetti, man, pulling up on us, man. We definitely appreciate you. Enjoy the game tomorrow. And, yeah, man, shout out to you, man, for rocking with us today. Sound good?
Thank you, guys. Peace and love, guys.
Hell
No
yeah.
doubt.
Peace, bro.
Let's go.
One more? 12-13?
No, because we about to start talking and closing out.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
close
my
it
only
out.
thing, because I actually
That was a good one
it's
to
like
end
a
it on.
hard 12. It's a hard 15, man. But no, I will say this, dude. Shout out to everybody who was calling, bro. This was like probably the busiest phone line we done had in a minute, man. Like, I'm watching this thing like, yo, it's just call after call after call after call. One of these days, we're going to have like that producer guy that sits like in one of them chairs, and he can have all the numbers organized for us. At the new studios, they'll
Whoa.
even tell you the name of whose call they called before, so you can even know. Right now, we over here, we're a little raw dog in it right now. We young and dumb. But we're going to get in it one day when we get big time. When you start dating Kim K and she bring her team over, we're going to have a whole like sound panel group in here to just, that's the number. We have a special guest line as well, because I know Official Momentum, we ain't even get him today. Day going.
Hey, what happened? Where's the story?
Hey, man, I'm about to say all these calls. I would say I don't know if he called or not, because I don't know his number like that with all the numbers that were coming in. But, yo, where was your call at, man? That's all I'm saying, man. But anywho, we'll have it again next week. So all is well. But
One more. Fran
Yeah.
Bradford says, worst case scenario, we give San Francisco a call. Jimmy G. He wouldn't be thrilled with the Jimmy G call, apparently.
all right. Okay.
Black and Yellow Texas Steel, he's just following up from the
Yeah.
call. He said, ready to see a sneak of Canada's offense.
Nah, facts on that, man. I'm with you on that. Also, quick update. Tomorrow after the game, I will be doing a space talk, man. I'll have it live for you guys, man. So if you You got some time, man? Pull up. Don't pull up, but pull up. You know what I mean on that. Phone lines potentially open as well, man, because I want to hear your thoughts, immediate reactions. Obviously, we'll still have the podcast on Monday, but did just want to throw that out there to you guys. And Deke, you got something going on tomorrow as well,
I
man.
do, actually. Yeah.
Get the people. Are you able to tell us?
I'm definitely able to tell you.
Man, share what you got going on, man.
Bleacher Report hit me up.
Let's
I'm doing kind of like that, a live reaction to Pickett's debut.
Yeah.
So I guess after Pickett ends the game, I'm guessing he's going to close the game. It was whenever Pickett was going to exit. But that's probably going to be just at the end of the game. I will be on Bleacher Report, their app, giving some live reaction. So you guys pop up in the chat.
Let's go,
Make it feel familiar, comfortable.
Let's go,
like
man.
I'm just hanging with you guys. So
show the boys some love, man.
That's what I'm doing. I think it's going to be like 30-minute little live stream reacting to Pickett's debut.
Nah, that's hot right there.
Might have to rock the Big Ben hat.
Bro, you can't rock the Big Ben hat while you giving the Bleacher Report immediate update on Kenny Pickett.
I was thinking about it.
That would be a Deke move, though. That would be. I would be dope. I would love that, though. I would be like, yo, that's my dog. I see you, baby. I see you.
Yeah.
But no, that's hard, though, man. So like you said, man, y'all got multiple options, man, in terms of content tomorrow, man. So don't miss that. But whatever y'all do, stay safe out there. And until next time, baby.
Peace.